Hello.
Hello,
Yeah, I know
everybody.
this isn't DunMeshi.
I was not ranting previously.
Yeah, we weren't delayed because Mars was on a rant and I didn't want to just cut her off to
I was totally normal.
Go live.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that was just
totally
voice
normal,
acting.
guys.
Hello, Mazen, to the best of her ability.
Hi, Mazen. What the hell? Oh, that's my tea bag.
Yes. Yes, I know this isn't DunMeshi. It will be shortly. I just want to finish this because I was nearly done.
It will be in a moment.
If Dichotomy's here, Dichotomy, don't say anything. I mean, you can talk. Don't say anything about this yet.
This specifically, it's
you can chat in general. Are they doing the tango? Because they're gay and they're in love. I don't actually know their gender. This one, the one being dipped, is Shrimp Lord Molly, the artist of Dichotomy Games' OC, as the sort of poster character of their fully homebrew, full caster class, the Harlequin. And I just love the characters so much. Hello, Pastry Puff. I love the characters so much that I was like, they need a partner. I don't know why, but it needed to happen. They needed a partner.
It must be. And
I made them a partner. And then I was like, ooh, we like, did your character have a name? Are they named? And then we named them. And then I became a little obsessed. However, the obsession is dying down. And this will be the last. This will be the last one to do. So I'm actually putting a little more effort than I had been into it because I was doing them like kind of quick and dirty, kind of fast and fancy free.
But we like it. We stand that.
Do this. Whoops. Oh yeah, that gives a nice vibe to it.
Top tier vibe. Top tier.
And yeah, so once it's finished, we'll go over into the actual DunMeshi thing.
Due time, all in due time.
Very soon, very soon. I'm nearly finished. I basically am just gonna add the classic Ori highlights, which is something that they had been sorely lacking in the previous ones, because I really did like a lot of directional light in the other two. And so that meant like I wasn't going as ham as I normally do with like the little highlights and everything, because I was trying to focus on the direction of the light for like dramatic lighting, because they're like stage performers. But this one I just you know, I was like, nah, I want to just do my normal classic, I guess what I would call like non-directional lighting. Ooh, did you figure out what kind of bird it is, Pastry Puff?
Ooh.
That's the fun bit, at least in my opinion. What kind of bird?
The best kind of bird.
The best kind of bird. The waking word.
Kind of bird.
Okay. Beauteous. Very brown with white fuzz at the bottom. Well, the fuzz is the little bit of down, I think. Well, it's not really down, because down is a separate kind of feather. But it's like a little fuzzy part. Keeps it all together. But I don't know, you'd have to look into it. If you have a smartphone with Google Lens in it, that usually helps me identify stuff. I do like Google Lens. Now you have to use it like you use a calculator. Okay, we're going into a topic. People don't...
Okay, first, let's go.
I feel like a big problem with internet stuff is people forget that, like, the shit is a tool, not the end-all be-all, right? When you learn to use a calculator, at least when I learned to use a calculator, it was specific, like, the calculator is only as good as the person using the calculator, okay? Right? Like, you can still fuck up, with the calculator. The calculator isn't infallible. You need to be able to use it correctly in order to get the right answer. And I feel like that's something that is applicable to using the internet at large. Okay, you go and you use Google Lens. Don't just blindly follow that shit. You know, people are like, oh, it's sometimes wrong. Yeah, you can suss that out, you know? Use your brain, okay? It's only as good as the you that you do. Suss it out. It's big as your forearm. That sounds like a primary pastry puff, geez, of some sort of raptor. Oh my gosh.
The heck?
That's crazy. What are you the hecking? The size?
Yeah, kinda.
Oh, okay. Well, if it was the use of the word raptor, I could go into that. Because we ain't talking about the Veloci kind.
See. Sorry, I am writing in the background, you guys.
Okay, this is
I
the Ori
apologize for the
Classic
silence.
of the highlights. We're doing the Ori Classic here. Here we go.
Guys, I have not had tea on stream in so long, and it feels so nice.
I don't have tea right now, and you're really making me want some.
I'm sorry.
I should really just be drinking all the water.
Honestly, same. Guys, I'm starting to think regular water doesn't work for me. I have to put that electrolyte boost crap in there every damn time. Because it's just, it's not working for me otherwise.
Do you not have enough salt?
Probably not.
Eat more salt.
None of the food in my house is salted.
Literally, put salt on that shit. You also need the table salt iodine. But 2, I would just fucking eat salt, man. It's good. It's good shit.
I'm just gonna straight up start doing it because my body is screaming.
Yeah, especially if you get that like pink Himalayan salt or like the freaking like flake salt. You just get one of those and it's just like, good stuff.
The good shit.
Yeah, the good shit.
That's the good shit right there.
Indeed. You don't drink water, only milk? I mean, I drink a lot of milk, but I certainly don't drink only milk.
You gotta have balance.
I find I couldn't drink only milk, and the reason for that is that milk fills me up. You know, water doesn't make me full unless you drink a lot of it. Like, we're talking a lot of it, right?
You drink a lot of it.
Water doesn't make me full. A glass of milk definitely, like, takes the hunger edge off, you know?
I can see that.
Like, I have a glass of milk in the morning, first thing when I get up, and a glass of milk at night, right before I go to bed. And it takes that hunger edge off. And I will say, if I don't have it, I'm hungry. I feel it. I feel that little, just a little bit. Not like starving to death, but definitely like, there's a little bit of a hunger there.
Well, you don't super eat breakfast in the morning either.
No, I'm honestly, I'm bad at meals. God, the only meal I'm good at is dinner. I'm decent at breakfast on a weekend, but I do like a similar to Mars thing, where it's like I can't eat when I first wake up. Dylan like can wake up and eat. I can't do that. I wake up. I
wonder what that feels like.
And I have my milk. I will drink my milk. That's nice. Warm milk, good. And then I need to wait. So if I woke up at 8, let's say I get out of bed and I do my stuff at 8, I have my milk, and then I'll have a cup of tea, which also is a bit filling because it has like milk and stuff in it. And warm stuff fills you up better than cold stuff. That's like a sensory thing, but like definitely like a cold glass of milk doesn't fill you up like a warm glass of milk. And I mostly drink warm milk. Unless I'm eating something hot specifically, like a hot brownie or a hot cookie, I'm drinking warm milk.
Ooh.
And then...
Okay, that sounds heavenly.
Oh yeah. But then, so then I have tea, and I'm not eating breakfast till like 9:30, 10. Then I can eat at breakfast. And then I want lunch at like noon on a good day. And then it's like, but then if I'm being honest, I would eat dinner at like 4:30. and then have a snack before, in between. So there needs to be some sort of snack. But it's so hard to eat snack. I'm gonna get applesauce. I've been craving applesauce recently.
Applesauce is pretty good.
I'm just feeling that. You know, sometimes it's like a yeah, applesauce, and sometimes it's like, nah. It's a vibe. Sometimes it's like, yes, please vibe applesauce, and then other times it's like, do you drink it now? This is a question, Pastry Puff. 2 questions. This is a lot of questions, actually. Do you drink sweet tea that you make at home? And then second thing is whichever one you drink, are you saying you drink milk with the sweet tea, or are you drinking just sweet tea and then as another beverage milk? Because okay, I'm gonna talk about this. As a Brit, because my grandmother is directly from England, we drink our hot black tea with milk, and I drink it with sugar. My mother and Nanny don't drink it with sugar, but milk is very important. And when I went to college, I was a lot of people that I knew were baffled by the fact that I put milk in my tea, and I'm like, that's how you drink hot tea.
Do they not know, like, that people add milk to tea?
Apparently not. Not hot tea. Apparently not.
People ask if they want milk in their tea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did they never see those movies?
I don't know. I guess not. And then they ask me something along the lines of, do you put milk in all your tea? And it's like, okay, American sweet tea that you buy in the store is 1, too sweet. You'll never put milk in that. And 2, if it has any other flavoring like lemon, fuck no, you're not putting milk in that. However, you can have milk iced tea because boba does it. Bubble tea does milk iced tea, which is good shit. But it's different because it's not, 1, I definitely get like the less sweet version, and 2, usually you get different teas like oolong milk tea is great, cold iced. That shit's top tier. That shit's top tier. But it's just like, no, I ain't taking a brisk and putting milk. That's stupid. Why do you think that's happening? No, I'm taking like oolong tea and mixing it with milk and like brown sugar a little bit, not a lot. That's the stuff. The pig from Dragon Ball? I don't even know. Is he named something? That's a word I said. Oolong? Oolong's a type of tea. It's a way tea is processed. It's not a... I mean, it is a type of tea. What makes tea a different tea is weird. I could get into it, but I won't. There's a lot that goes into it. Because there's like...
We'd be here all day.
There's 1 species, and then there's 2 subspecies, and then green versus black versus white depends on when it's harvested and how it's processed, and then like oolong is a whole thing. It's different. His name is Oolong? Alright, he's named after the tea then.
Interesting. I say this as a non-Dragon Ball Z person, so...
Yes, I'm also a non-Dragon Ball Z person.
I know. Absolute blasphemy.
Absolute blasphemy? I don't know. Dragon Ball Z is one of those animes that's like, you are either into it or it's too long now.
Or not. You're either into it or not. There is no in between.
No one ever watched a little bit of Dragon Ball, you know? Okay. Adding some touch-ups with the shading. Okay. And then you need to come to the back. Like that. You can come to the back too. Like that. All right. I think we're good.
Voice.
Now we'll just model this, and we'll give it like a sort of light-colored base. So it kind of went like into the back, into the distance.
Into the thick of it.
I keep hitting the mic, I'm sorry. It's just right where I need to use my pen. Right like that.
Okay, so that's done. Yay.
Success.
Okay, don't gotta worry about that anymore.
All right.
Woo!
So how have you been? Chat?
Aw.
My
Yes,
week
good
started
for us.
off kind of mid, but it has improved.
I gotta say, yesterday was the most Wednesday to ever Wednesday. Like, I was feeling it. I couldn't even do business meeting last night because I was just like, poof, I'm down, I'm dead, I can't. A little bit of a bounce back today. I need some consistency, please. Consistency would be nice. I know it'll happen eventually.
Yeah, but it's
man,
that
September
eventually
is a
that really
month.
is really killer.
September is a sucky month.
Oof. A little stressed overall, but okay. Just college stuff in general. Cause college has its like ups and downs with times, you know. We're moving into that like you're getting to the end of semester thing, you know, or you definitely it's like
I'm sorry, end of semester?
Yeah, I
It
mean,
just
you start in
started.
August. You're already like halfway there. Aren't midterms coming up?
Yeah, the kind of midway point of October. It's still the middle of September, Ori. I
Do
know
you have
wanna
one more
fast
time?
forward to October 5th, believe me, so do I, but we still have the rest
That's
of the
like
month.
2 weeks. Okay.
We still have the rest of the month.
All right. Are you gonna get to finish pastry puff next week?
14
Next tomorrow?
minutes? Come on.
Class only lasts so long. They gotta do what they gotta do.
They can make the time if they truly want it.
It's a class. That's a club. Still,
It's at Arts and Crafts Club.
in 2 weeks. Damn, you
Oh,
only have
that's
club every
painful.
other week? Jeez,
That is very painful.
that's rough.
Although I will say, sometimes waiting that extra week or two is worth it. Like, guys, I did not realize that the final episode of Twilight Out of Focus is currently out on the sub. Came out today, and I was like, oh, I'll just catch up on episode 11 and then watch 12. Wait, why is 12 out already? I'm not
Oh,
ready
snap.
for it to end.
Oh snap.
Corey, you got a ton to watch then.
No, I have 2, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, two. Like, I had to.
do I have 2? 12 came out?
You probably do.
I saw 9, didn't I?
12 came out. It's finished.
Yeah, so I saw 9, didn't I? So doesn't that mean I only have 1?
You did see 9. You should be up to 10 and 11,
Yeah.
I think, right?
No, I'm 2 behind, so 11 wouldn't be out. 10 is out. So I'm 1 behind.
Oh, that's right, because dub.
Yeah, so I'm 1 behind. Okay, don't act like I'm a whole fucking week behind. I watched the last one on Thursday last week, okay? I'm like, we're in it.
Look, you're being a real anime fan. I'm still trying to figure out how in the app to switch it from sub to dub.
So when you go in to watch an episode, you have to like...
Oh, I have to manually change it.
Yeah. So then you go and you like click the subtitles and the audio in like the settings of the episode, and then it'll keep you on what you did like through, and when it gets to an episode when it like goes to the next one, it'll be like, this one's only available in sub. Do you want to keep watching?
I see. Okay.
It was supposed to be every week, but they can't do it. Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Is it really a special week if it's canceled? Is that truly a special week?
Why is next week a special week? Is it like homecoming or Spirit Day or something?
I just realized I never removed Space Battleship Tiramisu from my watch list.
Oh,
Goodbye.
snap, Mars.
Goodbye. We don't need that.
You don't need that.
That can go bye-bye.
That can go bye-bye. Forever! And
Friggin' incel the
ever.
anime.
It's so bad.
Good. The
So
flashbacks. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. Although I gotta admit, it's been a while since I've watched a bad anime, so it was kind of refreshing.
Yeah, that's true. I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, just that reminder of, oh wow, it's out there.
Not everyone is a banger. Damn.
You ever get hit by that feeling with, wow, I've been watching too much good shit recently. I gotta balance that out with garbage.
I definitely don't get to balance it out with garbage, but there definitely is like a, oh yeah, that's a thing that can happen.
I was like, oh, this is what that other show could have been if the writers did not have restraint.
Yep.
Oh, such is life.
Okay. I think we're good. And we'll do that. Edit. Crop. Gonna make you darker. We're gonna push you further back into the black. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Ooh, yeah, there it is. Stark.
The stage.
I think I'm gonna make you brighter now. And I might make you brighter now. Now I'm gonna test something, and I don't know if I'll keep it or not. But we'll see. Let's give a harsh cold light compared to my warm one. I don't know how I feel. Uncertain. I think I do like that better. Alright. Then we add my logo and we're good. And then we can move on to DunMeshi, what we actually all came here for, because you guys totally only come to stream for what we're doing on stream and not for just chilling.
Clearly, right?
Clearly. I know how y'all think. You care so much. I'm saying it in a way where it's like, I don't mean it to be like, oh, you don't care about what we do on stream. It's more like, I'm like, I could do anything as long as we sit here and talk. Because y'all are the OGs.
Yes. You know what we're like. You put up with our craziness all the time.
Big after school project. Ooh. Painting murals. That's fun.
Ooh. You guys living that classic slice of life content over there in the real world.
Ah. Interesting. Yeah, that's always interesting, Pastry Puff, when you compare stuff to a book, like a book to a movie. It's definitely like an interesting sort of.
Sorry that I read that as AC Club and immediately went, AC, the cooling system.
What is up, Mars?
Yes.
Did you mention 8 a.m., Mars?
Oh, did I? Today actually was an 8 a.m. day.
You are an OG Mason.
Did I mention 8 a.m.?
You did.
Must have slipped my mind.
Okay. Erase. All right, I think that's good now. Yeah, now his leg
Muscles
comes
and
back.
Magic will be my next anime once I finish Twilight Out of Focus.
Yes, do it, please.
I just need some goofy fun
It's
times
goofy,
in my life.
it's fun. Season 1 is good, but season 2 fucking slaps, and yeah. It's like, okay, season 1 is like, yeah, it's goofy, but it's maybe a little too goofy. Like, it's definitely like a very tropey. That's the word I want. They're very, very tropey in season 1. In season 2, it's like, okay, these are actual characters that also have tropes, and it's still like meta goofy humor shit. Like, it's good shit. Like, so good. So it's, yeah. Because I of course enjoyed the whole thing when I watched it the first time. When I watched it the second time with Dylan, it's definitely like, oh yeah, season 1 is not season 2, but it's still good. It's just not season 2. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it also comes down to whose company you're watching it with. Like Ori, I don't think you will enjoy Migi and Dolly without me.
No,
like,
I don't think I will either.
If you're going to watch that.
Yeah, I don't think I will either. Alrighty. This is great. This is perfect. This is done. PNG. Perfect. Alright.
You gotta let me know what you think of the whole movie, Pastry Puff. Howl's Moving Castle is one of my favorite movies. It's just so pretty.
This was the last post idea I had for this OTP. And conservatory banner.
Into the conservatory. Huh. Okay, that's all set. What else do I need to do? Making time isn't just for Ori, it's for me as well.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, so this was Whimsy and Wonder. Yeah. They're gay and they're in love. Yeah. It doesn't matter what gender they are. They're gay. It's important, okay? They're gay and they're in love.
They're beautiful. Great. They deserve only good things.
Yeah, amazing. Don't know the gender, but gay. Honestly, what a vibe. No, but they're great. Love them. So good. What is gender even?
Why is there a list on my Crunchyroll that's just labeled time to cry?
Mars! What have you been watching? Pastry Puff, do you think they changed these things for time? Because that's a big thing. You have a lot more quote-unquote time in a book, right? Versus a movie doesn't have as much time to get all the stuff. So I'm always curious as to, like, you think they changed stuff for time?
In the case, like, simplifying it for audiences as well.
I guess.
Because like you said also with time, like you only have so much time to really devote to a character, so that would save on it too.
Yeah, exactly. Like books, you know, there's no like standard book length, you know? But there is a standard movie length. And even though we've gotten like
they want.
And even though we've gotten like longer movies recently, and they're definitely playing around, and we had like some part 2s going on.
Okay.
So it's kind of a gamble.
Honest and controversial. I do not need a movie to be 3 hours.
I think that certain movies need to be 3 hours. I think some movies need to be 3 hours.
Some of them maybe.
I think that you shouldn't be shy about a 3-hour movie. But I don't think that the goal should be 3 hours. Like, okay, I feel like movies should be like books, right? Where it's like there's not a standard that you're aiming for. You do it for as much or as little is needed in order to make the point that tell the story you wanted to tell, right? And then if it's super long, just like a book, you make a series, right? But a series have arcs throughout each movie, you know, or each book. Like, I feel like we should just not have to worry.
Great war at all?
What?
That's surprising. I'm reading a pastry puff thing about House Moving Castle, and I'm very surprised that there's no Great War in the book.
Huh. Very interesting.
Interesting.
It seems
Sorry,
they
I
told...
didn't mean to interrupt.
No.
Got distracted by that.
It seems like they told a very different story in the movie than the book. That sounds like, to me, like how like retelling of fairy tales happen, right? Where it's like, here are the characters and the general vibe of the themes of what should occur, but in any retelling.
See that.
It gives those vibes. All right.
Crap, boy, you made me yawn.
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, not sorry.
Oh, whoops. Try to advertise your YouTube side gig and then you accidentally post it on your main.
Whoop.
Whoopsies.
Mars added herself.
Gonna be deleting that now. I mean, it's not like IRL people don't know that we do the comic because I will never shut up about it. But I don't need them to know about stream unless they organically discover me somehow. In which case, go off.
It's funny. I'm definitely fairly... I don't have a lot of people in my, like, age range that I, like, hang out with or anything. It's, like, it's Dylan and it's Mars and stuff. And then it's, like, all our close friends that are like, yeah, we stream, you know, cool. They either will watch or they won't, and it's just us being ourselves anyway, so it doesn't matter. But there's no, like... Mars has, like, work friends and, like... college, you know, friends and stuff that she's like, I'm gonna keep this a little separate.
School, everyone inevitably exchanges instas or
I don't have that as much.
Even if you're not like the best of friends, you're still gonna see like, oh, so and so's contact is on here, I'm just gonna like extend invitation, and then you click okay, I accept, because what are you going to do, not accept?
And then it's like, oh, all the family that I have is like that is in an age group where they might know about streaming. I'm honestly like, I don't think they're interested enough to go like watch us.
And then on the other side of the spectrum, you have, well, these people just watched me post an 8-post long story about Promare. Great. Well, I've outed myself. Too bad, so sad.
I follow this one artist that does all these like Promare comics and stuff. And so every once in a while I get a little Leo Gallo, like after Promare, they're like working at the fire station together, doing fireman stuff.
I love those comics.
Yeah.
They're so wholesome.
Okay, guys, is it ever like, I love my OCs. Of course I do. I love them so much. I think about them all the time. They're great. However, sometimes I am a little bit like, I wish I could be a fandom artist. You know, it's just like, I want to have time for all of it.
Perfectly natural reaction.
It's like, man, I wish I could be doing these little comics for like fandoms and stuff. And be like,
all, Lori.
I really want it all. This is why I need to be immortal, man. I really want it all.
God, tell me about it. Because now I'm realizing, travel. I gotta wait until I'm 30 now.
See, okay. I was definitely a person that I'm like, I want to travel. I don't want to travel how I think most people want to travel, if I'm being honest.
Well, I think you don't want to do things, but you do want to see the cool places and have
there's like
food.
certain
you want
things.
Chill vacation.
Yeah, there's like certain things I want to do, but I don't want it to be like, okay, here are 9 days, and all but one day is completely filled with doing things. And it's like, they're fun. I went on a river cruise through the Netherlands and Belgium, and I very much enjoyed, and I very much liked it. But it was every day. There was at least one tour, which was great. It was fun. I liked seeing the site. Like, I enjoyed myself overall. And I was horrifically sick for about three quarters of it, but I still did it, and I still enjoyed it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Real bad. Yeah. But I still went on every tour. I still did literally everything. Being dog shit sick. Holy fuck. But, yeah, still did everything. Really cold. And, but it was like, when you went to like,
pastry puff, I feel that.
When you went to like
this is why I need 3-day weekends to be the norm.
Well, it's like, but there's a vibe of, if I'm in a tour group,
I can do things on Saturday and Sunday.
This is the difference. I don't think I like going abroad too much, and the reason I'm saying for that is specifically because I'm not as comfortable, if that makes sense. When I'm in America, and there's a lot of America to go to, I can use Google Maps and know how to get to anywhere, right? I understand, like, what stores, like what to do, you know, like the areas, like, it makes sense. And if I need help, I know who to ask, and they will speak the language that I speak, right? When you go abroad, you usually go with like a tour group because you don't speak the language, and because you don't always have like data and maps and all this sort of stuff, and you know, because you don't have these sort of things, but it very much feels like school, because it's very much the like, okay, we came, we did our tour, here's the town center, meet back here at 4:30. And it's like, okay, like now I have to worry about this, right?
See, I know where that is coming from because you've been on school trips like that.
Yes.
And most of them were hell.
Yeah. Hello.
You're being triggered, Ori.
I am being triggered. But it's very much, it's just like, because the other thing was that like the main town center where we like did a lot of tours was not always right near the boat, right? So it's like, ooh, okay. I have to, if I don't go back on the bus with the group, I have to figure out how to get back, right?
So now you also have to figure in travel time as well to make it back in time.
Exactly. And so now that's like a whole thing as well. And it's just like, there's a lot to think about. Versus Dylan and I have gone on multiple trips to many different states now. And my goal is to go to every single state fair. That's like my big bucket list thing. I would like to go to every single state fair. And don't get me wrong. Like I said, I really enjoyed my abroad trips. I will say the one I did to England and Scotland with school definitely has a lot of trauma involved. But overall, I had a relatively good time. You know, like there was enjoyable parts of that, but I will say that it is kind of rough, but it's definitely like when Dylan and I have gone to like, you know, other states, even the slightly busier ones, I definitely liked the ones in the end where we did a lot lighter, but it's like even the slightly busier ones are like you get back and you get to relax in the hotel, and I know where to go. I have GPS and a car, right? Like it's me. And I have the ability to not be lost, right? Because I have money,
that makes a hell of a difference.
And I have GPS, and a car. So it's very much, it's like, okay, God forbid something happens, and like I miss a thing, I'm not stuck. I can get back to the hotel or the resort or whatever, you know? So those are definitely more the type of vacations that I enjoy overall. And I also think I just don't, because I have so many things to do at home, like drawing and like setting up for, you know, the YouTube and streaming and all of this stuff, I like having like shorter vacations.
Okay.
I'm really not a person, I don't think, that can do like weeks and weeks away from home. And now I will say specifically,
I don't think I could do weeks and weeks and weeks because eventually, like, I do get tired, but like, just experience something different and be able to travel somewhere like totally outside my comfort zone just to give it a try. Like, I want to do
well,
that.
you haven't gone abroad, have you?
Not at all.
Yeah, so you don't know yet, and that's totally understandable, right? Like, you don't know yet, so it's like
I want to
I still
in the great white
I
somewhere.
still want to go to Japan, but honestly, significantly more because I really want to shop and eat food in Japan. I really don't like the sites are cool, don't get me wrong, but like I totally am a person where I want to travel for the food.
Ireland has been on my bucket list for forever.
I definitely like to travel for the food. Like anywhere, like other states.
Beautiful.
Like that's why state fairs are great, because it's fucking, we're going for the food. I want to go to Japan because you see all these cool like shopping places for like stationery, for like so many stuff. Sadly, I'd be unable to buy clothes in Japan, but they just would not fit me. But like the stationery stores, you know, the like ceramic stores, you have, you know, all this sort of stuff.
Some, like really kitsch restaurants, like a lot
Yeah,
of them are
and then the food.
shops.
And then the
And
food.
you know the food is amazing
And like street food.
there.
Like I just wanna
Yes.
I wanna do all that sort of stuff. I like sites are
The
cool.
street
I'd
food-
love to go to an
personally
onsen.
wanna see the
That's
shrines.
definitely on
I'd
there.
love to take a hike there.
But
Onsen especially.
overall, I'd specifically wanna shop and eat food. Because it's like, that's what I do in New York City. Like, I would treat it like I do New York City. Like, I'm not going to New York City to see
You're there to be full on tourist.
I'm not going to Times Square to look at Times Square. I'm going to Times Square to go to fucking M&M World and, like, eat food and shit. Like, I'm not like, ooh, Times Square. Like, obviously I've been there, but still, it's like, oh, you know, no, I'm like, M&M World's over there, fucking... the other one, Hershey's store, you know, like, we're going for the food. Literally, my mother sends me all this stuff in Manhattan, and it's like, so my understanding is that they may be judgmental, but they're quiet about it. And as long as you're not rude,
maybe.
yeah,
But, like,
they're not gonna,
just
like, yell
don't
at you,
make
to my
a fool of
understanding.
yourself.
But
Don't be a Logan Paul. That's all you gotta
Yeah.
do. Just be respectful.
I feel like you could say anywhere, anyone could be mean. A lot of places
Which
will
brother
have
was
mean
it? Was it
people.
Jake Paul or Logan Paul? who
I don't
pulled that
care.
shit?
They're both bad. They're not, neither of them are good.
That's very true. Actually, I think it was both of them. Now that you mention it,
Yeah, they're brothers. Neither of them are
Here-
particularly.
here is what you gotta do before you travel anywhere. And this is just a rule of thumb to follow. Look up what's acceptable. Look up the culture. Look up the customs. It'll save you a lot of hassle.
What's the difference between
It's
Logan
not
Paul
hard to be respectful.
and
it really
BTS? You're talking BTS, the
BTS.
music group?
isn't. The
What?
band?
What's the difference between Logan Paul is a
I don't
weird
know. I
YouTuber guy? Disrespectful?
I don't want to punch one of them.
Oh, I get the joke,
Oh,
Mason.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
BTS
That was
is not
good.
made me personally angry.
That was good. That
That's
was
the only
good.
difference I could think of.
That was a good one. Oh, that was good. Yeah, oh, that was good. That was
pretty
good. That was really good.
Well played. You had me in the first half.
You had me in the first half, not gonna lie, really. Whew. That was good. Okay, I will admit, Fallon, your hair kinda sucks.
God, I want to cosplay Fallon. I'm so torn between Marcel or Fallon.
I wanna be Elias. I wanna be Elias in real life. Let me be Elias. I love Elias.
Does
I
that
just-
mean we get to make Dylan Cabru?
No, I think Dylan would die to be Senji. He would be so happy.
Ooh, okay. Oh, then I have to be Marcel. Then we got the food group.
Yeah.
Food pyramid. I also really like Chilchuck.
Yeah. You'd make a
Just so
good
fun.
Chilchuck, though. It'd be funny, though, because Dylan's the
Not
tallest, and he would be
work.
Senshi, but, you know.
Reverse Senshi.
Yeah.
They stepped into a changeling circle.
Yeah, he's elf Senshi.
Okay. Dylan would do elf
That'd be
Senshi,
pretty
though.
great, though, wouldn't it? Yeah.
That would be amazing. He'd lean into it too.
It'd be so good. Oh, yeah. However, isn't elf Senshi... Is it... Elf Senshi's shirtless at the beginning, but then he wears Marcel's clothes, right?
I think so, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, he does. He ends up wearing Marcel's clothes. Yeah.
Yep.
But he is naked at the... He's shirtless at the beginning.
Okay, so maybe we can't get away with that.
No, he would be
convention,
Marcel
but
clothes
we can make it
elf
work. We can
Senshi.
make it work.
He would be Marcel clothes. Oh, he'd love the mustache too. The little mustache goatee thing that elf Senshi gets.
Pastry Puff, I'm pretty sure I've seen an alternate race group with DunMeshi. I gotta find that video again because it was amazing.
That's what I'm saying. It would be great. Dylan elf Senshi, you be half-foot Marcel.
Yes!
And I'd just be gnome, is it dwarf? It's dwarf Laios. Dwarf Laios.
Dwarf Laios. Dwarf Laios.
And then the heights work. I mean, Dylan's not that much taller than me, but still, then the heights work.
Yay!
I have the DunMeshi art book, and it's so good,
Hello,
man.
the official. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
What would you like to be called? You have quite a few words in your name. What would you like to be called? Do tell.
Which of those words is of your personage?
Which of those words is which?
Okay. Yeah, Fallon, why is your hair really terrible? I gotta tell you.
Because she's at an angle. She's got a lot of those choppy bangs.
It's so good, Pastry Puff. It's so good. Okay, now I'm gonna try to pronounce that.
Name.
Kyra?
Okay. I thought
Kyra.
it was Kira.
It's an A though. Kyra. Tell us how
Kyra,
it's said.
really? Or Kara?
Kara?
I'll go with Kara.
I'd say
I'm gonna go
Kyra.
Kara.
All right.
All right, the votes are in. Which one is it? Menace.
Kyra! Woo! Point for Ori.
I like that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Welcome aboard. If you are a
Welcome.
DunMeshi fan, you are in the right place. Ori and I
Yes.
are both part of a zine that I should really be working on right now.
It's making time.
It is making time. The problem is I don't talk when I'm writing, so that leads to pretty boring times. Oh, gotcha. Okay, Kyra.
Q ain't that close to K. I don't know.
Sorry, Q isn't close to A?
To K.
Okay. Wait, hold on.
They're very far apart.
No. Kyra's talking about pressing Q when they meant A. Q is right above A.
What?
They accidentally misspelled it during the pronunciation confirmation.
Oh, the first one. I didn't even see the first with the wrong way. I completely skipped that chat. That's what happened. I completely skipped. I saw immediately Kyra. I skipped Kyra completely. It's okay, Kyra. Honestly, it's me. I'm the one having a struggle bus of a time.
That's Ori. She mistook the long tail like, oh, that looks like an A.
No. Just it went from you can call me a menace, and then I skipped that chat of Kai RQ, completely skipped that one, and I only saw Kyra. So then we're talking about I actually pressed Q, and I'm like, oh, what do we mean? The only Q I can see is at the beginning.
Took you to figure out.
I got there. Midnight Brain.
Oh, Midnight Brain at 8:51. Ori. You got a while.
Did I mention 8 a.m.?
I was the one who woke up at 8 a.m.
When do you think I woke up, Mars?
Yeah, what time did you wake up?
6 a.m.
Shit.
You ain't ever gonna beat me.
8 a.m. I had to be at my first appointment at 8 a.m.
I had to be at my first appointment at 8 a.m.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. And I had to drive to the busiest borough.
Oh, God.
And it took me over an hour.
I did get out early. And
nice.
if I hadn't picked up someone else's session, I would have been home at 11:30.
3 or 5 a.m. Goodness. When do you have to for work?
Yeah, what's happening there? Do tell, we are all part of the sleep-deprived gang. It clearly needs more sleep gang. Because that's what good artists do.
Art
they
is
let their
pain.
Sleep deprivation fuel their art.
Nah, don't do that. That makes burnout. Chores. Goodness.
Yeah, do not. This is not sound advice. Please do not take it seriously. This advice was given by a sleep-deprived person. Do not listen to them.
Okay.
Do you live on a farm? Or are you that diligent about cleaning your house? Because I'm impressed either way.
Okay, I'm gonna make it more my style on her hair here. Then I think I gotta raise her bangs a little bit. Ah, there you go. Just diligent. Forced to do chores.
I see, I understand.
You don't get a choice of when they happen.
You're at the mercy.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm lucky if I remember to do laundry.
Yep.
Such is life.
I gotta say, I remember to do laundry, and then I don't. There's a difference, though.
Okay, that's also a vibe where it's like, ooh, I gotta do this.
They just come up like pop-up ads. But yeah, there's a difference between I should really do laundry, shouldn't I? And then, yeah, but it can wait. It can wait.
Reminds me of this one reel that was going around that one time where it was like, oh, I should get up, but why? But why? But why? Good point. I'm going back to sleep, but you can't, but you can't, but you can't.
Oh my God.
Fuck, I forgot. Literally giving me that vibe. I gotta say, chores showing up like pop-up ads, I'm gonna use that from now on. That's too good.
Okay. This is your hair now, Fallon, but...
I gotta say though, Mason gave me a very nice break today by talking a little bit about their project, their comic.
Ah, yes.
So that was very welcome today. Thank you, Mason.
Very nice.
Just gotta think about something else during the day.
That's what you need sometimes.
A nice little reset on the old noggin.
On the old brain.
Oh, you get mad at yourself. Damn, that's some discipline.
Oh my goodness. I'm too lazy for that.
I've kind of hit the point where I'm like, if it's really bad, I'll do it. Like if I literally got nothing to wear, it's got to be done. There's no way around it because work requires clothing, so that's a thing.
She's right, but it's terrible, ain't it?
Yeah, why can't I just go to work in my pajamas? It's not like the kids would question it.
I'm so upset. Okay, this relates to clothes. I'm very, very upset. I'm not actually that upset, but I'm moderately upset. I have had, in like high school, it had to be high school. In high school, I got this pair of like faux suede gray.
Ooh, what kind of ice cream,
boots.
Mason?
Yummy. And I've had them since high school, which is like longer than I've known Dylan. Cause like the beginning of high school. And they are falling apart. But I have not managed to find another boot that I love so much, that is so comfy, that is so nice, that fits with my wardrobe, to replace them with. So I continue to wear these boots that are literally falling apart. And my mom was like, Ori, look at this. This is boots that, this is boots. Look at these boots that you would like. And I was like, oh my God, Mom, you're right. Now they're very expensive because they're very high quality and they're actual real suede. They're not like faux suede. And I'm like, all right, but Ori, these boots are gonna last you like, not the rest of your life, but like a long fucking time. So you will spend a pretty penny on them. And they were shipped, and then I got an email and it's like, they're arriving tomorrow. That was yesterday. And I'm like, ooh, my boots are coming today. And then I got an email and it was like, they're arriving Saturday. And it's like, why did you beat me like that?
Taunted you.
They taunted me.
It's so cruel. Oh, that's just not fair. That's so mean. Moccasins are pretty comfortable. So there are two shoes that people wear at my workplace. We either wear sneakers, which, you know, based, you're chasing after little kids, you gotta have the athleticism, you gotta be well equipped, or Crocs, because apparently they're comfortable. Now, I've never worn Crocs in my life, but I could be tempted if they're as comfortable as my coworkers are saying.
I don't think Crocs are very comfortable.
Me.
I think people who think Crocs are comfortable are liars. I'm sorry, anybody in chat.
Ori did die of sadness.
No, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I had to blow my nose. I had to blow my nose. But what I wanted to say to you, Kyra, was I don't know what to do anyway, lazy type. I'm like, I have so many other things to do that I will put off these other things that feel less important, like laundry.
Art over laundry.
Crocs are about as comfy as our fashionable vibe, Mason. I think that Crocs are only valid as memes. Anybody who says they're comfy, I would go to a store and try them on first, Mars. They're not cheap. I don't think they are. I'm always baffled by the price of Crocs.
Laundry's your favorite? Honestly, I could see that. It's kind of like a toss it in and then you don't have to
I'm okay
check it.
with the doing of laundry in the machine. It's the fucking folding and putting it away shit that sucks.
Yeah, that is horrible. I don't like that part.
Jeez, yeah, Crocs are not cheap. They're like, you know, they're medium for shoes, but they're not like, I don't know. I don't find them worth it. They're not worth 50 bucks.
Ouch.
Yeah, it depends on which one you get.
No, your machine broke?
Oh, gosh.
Wait, are you hand washing everything?
Damn.
When did it break?
That's nuts.
Because that takes time.
If I don't fold
That
it,
takes a
Mason,
lot
it
of
won't all
time.
fit in my dresser. Goodness, Kyra. And that's your favorite part? I mean, you know, to each their own.
I mean, props.
Yeah, like, you know, to each their own.
Night? Like, last night? Was this recent?
Yeah. When did this happen? Once our dishwasher broke, and that was unfun as well.
I remember when our washer broke a couple of years ago, and we either relied on the laundromat or we were just washing everything in the bathtub, and that was horrible.
See, okay, I'm in a position.
Doing that.
I visit my parents every single weekend, and so I'm at the position where, God forbid that happened, I'd be doing laundry over there. I would bring my laundry over there. That's totally how it would go down. No fucking question.
I will say this, I did love doing chores back at the dorm because I was doing them with other people and we were vibing, we were having a good time. Like, oh, I miss that feeling that comes with chores. Oh, yeah, you don't mess with the gasoline smell.
Oof.
Dang.
It's so long. I think I would have died. I just had too much clothes, man. Like, really.
I have too much clothes and just not enough time.
Yeah, really.
I don't know how I'd get it done.
I don't have enough time to do laundry with my own laundry. Man, we're very lucky.
I don't have enough time for my own existence.
I share a rent with 2 other people. And on top of that, because we're very lucky, we're very fortunate, we also hire a cleaning service that comes every other week. And, you know, we split that between the 3 of us. This place would look like absolute shit if we did not do that. Not gonna lie. Because holy hell, when that, like, second week is coming around, if you're, like, a couple days off of exactly every other week, you're feeling it, man. Whew, you're feeling it.
Oof.
I'm so sorry, Kyra. Honestly, I'd wish if I had to pick a machine to break, I'd rather the dryer break than the washing machine.
Honestly, same. Because, like, with the dryer, at least you could either, like, you could dry stuff off in the bathtub, you can hang it up, you can take it outside.
The dryer is like, I don't have to do anything, really. It just makes me wait longer for my clothes to be finished, and they're not nice and warm when they come out, you know. They're nice and warm. But at least it's not like me having to do anything. If the washing machine breaks, now you're fucked. Like, now you gotta do it by hand, now you gotta bring it somewhere else, now you gotta, like, damn. Whew.
That's why with, like, we have a comforter that we wash at my house, and my mom insists, like, it can't fit in the washer, it's too big, it's too bulky, we gotta take it to the dry cleaners. I'm like, no, I've washed it 1,000 times. Please just put it in the washing machine. It'll live. It can handle it. I promise.
It's fine.
We're not wasting time taking that shit and then wasting money.
Yeah. The only things I take to the dry cleaners are suits.
See, I refuse to own anything that requires dry cleaning. Well, because I just don't have that kind of time or money.
Unfortunately, Dylan's required.
Well, he's a suits guy.
He has to be a suits guy. He didn't really have a choice in the matter.
I'm a scrubs gal, so I
nice
get away
and washing machine safe.
Nice and washing machine safe. Also, I don't have to think about it in the morning. I just
wait.
Like,
so you wear scrubs all day when you, like, go to the schools and stuff?
Yeah.
Nice.
I wear scrubs when I go to the schools. I wear scrubs when I go into people's homes.
Wild.
It's the uniform.
That's the uniform that, like, your, like, company does?
Yeah. They want all black scrubs.
Oh, so you had to get new scrubs?
Some of them. I did end up buying new scrubs, which Oh
Ouch
man.
on the
If ever
wallet.
there needed to be a scrub exchange program, like please, someone,
Yeah,
anyone, get
if
on
people
that.
are requiring specific colors and shit, yeah.
Well, the interesting thing, and this is what I learned at my last location. So for everyone new, I just finished my master's program, and during my master's program, I was involved with a couple internships. And my very last one was this past summer. I worked at a nursing facility where I was working with adults. We were doing speech, language, and swallowing, basically rehabilitation. And one of the ways they denoted like who was by the color of their scrubs. So in that location, we had dark blue scrubs because everyone who was a part of rehab wore dark blue scrubs. So you could tell at a glance, okay, who is who. So there were like, I don't know, it just kind of simplified things, I guess.
No, it makes
Make
sense.
things easier for the families, the patients. They know who they're talking to because, like,
They know you're not a
color-coded
doctor or whatever, you know.
Exactly.
Oh, they have no self-preservation, Kyra. Cats will eat food that is way too hot.
Oh, God, tell me about it. My kitty is getting so spoiled. Jesus Christ. I let her get away with so much.
Yep.
You would get away with murder if I let her.
There's a YouTube channel, TikTok shorts thing, and it's called Land of Bogs. And there's a couple about cats, and it's like the cat like comes home and he's like anthropomorphized, but he looks like real rugged and shit. And she's like, "Oh, how did you do? Did you commit a murder?" And he's like, "Shut up, don't talk to me. Make me dinner." And she's like, "Oh, yes, I will, my little sweetie comes. Oh, you covered it up all good. Shut up, just make. I didn't want this." And he like slaps her and like scratches on her face. She's like, "Oh, my little baby."
Yup. I can't say
God.
it's not accurate.
Yeah, so funny.
I can't say that's not accurate. That is on brand for kitties. Yeah, heck is that piece of paper?
Oh, my little war criminal.
Oh, my little murderer.
Yeah, literally.
It's literally like Mushu from Milan. My little baby's off destroying people.
Yeah. Literally. Okay. I'm trying to think of... Fallon, would your hand be more
here it
on
is.
the table?
I was wondering where I put that.
I feel like your hand might be more on the table. Like this. Gonna be filled with cats? I mean, you know what? It's certainly an honest living.
I failed to see how that's a bad thing.
It's an honest living.
I failed to see how that's a bad thing.
Just get him spayed and
Kyra,
neutered.
As someone who has had cats my entire life, full support.
Sadly, while I have had cats in the past when I was young, I don't think I will ever have a cat again. Just not in the cards. Dogs, though. Dogs will happen.
Fun.
Well, it's mostly, while I do enjoy cats, I will say I do prefer dogs overall, but the other thing is that Dylan's allergic to both, and he'll tolerate it for dogs, but he would not for cats. So... such is life.
It's time to train them. You gotta train them up. You gotta teach them.
Teach them the ways.
Yes.
That
The ways
hand's
of their people.
way too big.
Everything the light touches is their kingdom, including that shadowy place. They own everything. They're cats.
Everything the light touches and doesn't touch is their kingdom. Nope.
Hate to say, so can mine.
Yep.
So can mine, Kyra. So can mine.
I think most animals can. Most mammals, at least.
Most of them can.
However, I do know some mammals can't, like, throw up. Like rats.
Yes. Horses being another one.
Ah.
Horses cannot throw up.
So,
it's kind of dangerous if they get a stomach ache.
Yeah, don't poison your rats or your well, if they're pet rats, or your horses.
The only reason I know that is because I had a book when I was growing up. I remember getting it from the Scholastic Book Fair. It wasn't even an all about horses book. It was literally like one of those mystery club, but it's themed around horses kind of book. I wish I could remember what it was called. I remember mainly wanting it because it came with a really pretty horse necklace. Like, this was back when Scholastic was like, here's some little extras that come with your book. You get this really cool pencil. You get this little doll that comes with your book. And I was like, oh, based, I want the horse necklace because I'm in my horse phase. But the book was pretty good too. And in that story, the whole mystery is that this girl's horse ends up being poisoned. And they can't figure out why her stomach hurts. They can't figure out like why she's acting weird. And it's only around like this specific time. So like they solve the mystery of it. And if I remember correctly, what the actual reveal was is that there was this one girl who was like kind of a loner biker girl. Like she was kind of seen like as tough. You don't want to get involved with her, but she was trying to feed the horse apples, and she was giving the horse way too many apples, like so much so that it was making her sick. And
cyanide stuff.
It essentially like did bad things to the horse.
Ugh.
So they all reconcile at the end. It's very sweet, it's very cute. But I remember in the book, like when they're explaining it to the girl, they're like, horses can't throw up. You nearly killed my pony. That's the only reason I know that fact.
Wild.
This was like branded in my brain from that one book.
Hey, you know that's how we learn.
And it is. Tangential learning for the win.
We're like changing this pose up left and right.
Oof, right in front of your face? Jeez. No respect these days, these
No
cats.
respect, indeed.
No respect for the average human. They get to live rent-free, and what do we get? Farting.
How dare they?
I don't know why. Misty is, that's the name of my cat. She is almost refusing to use her litter box. She will go anywhere else in the basement, like purposefully seek these places out, but she will not go in the litter box. So we're looking. She doesn't seem sick. She doesn't seem lethargic, but she's going around the perimeter of the basement. So I followed her down one time to like see what she was up to. And there's a drain in the basement. There's like that hole with like the cover on it that has multiple other holes. Mm-hmm. She positions herself right over it and just pees directly into that hole. Okay, Misty, I know you think you're playing 3D chess here because you don't have to clean anything up afterward. You don't have to swipe any kitty litter over it, but that's gonna destroy the pipe.
Hi, Jim. That's so funny. Oh my god.
My cat is too smart and too dumb at the same time.
Yep.
Help.
Yep.
I don't. She
That's
used
so
to
funny.
poop in her litter pan. I don't know what's happening.
That's so funny.
Hey, Jawline Jim. Welcome, welcome. You popped in at a very great time.
Yeah. My cat
totally
peed
not
down the
confusing
drain!
That is not the blessing one may think it is.
Okay, I'm not sure what is happening here. We might have to scrap this part and try again.
It happens. Such is the arting process. So I've been told.
It's just not doing it.
Been told.
What if we, like, move?
Fallon just doesn't want to cooperate with
That's better. I think we're better if I do it this way. Yeah, exactly, Kyra, exactly. As you always do. Is that true? Do you always come in at the best times? Or are you saying it's the best time because it's when you come in?
Both is good.
Okay. So let me actually draw the window this time. And then it would dip below. Like this. We would go like that. Like that. Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, really.
I was like, come on. That cat is using a toilet. That
Using
is
the toilet
a
is good.
miracle, and
Random
you should
drain, not good. Toilet,
Yeah,
good.
random drain, bad. Very bad. I don't know what to do. Although we have been told there's a stray cat in our area. Like, we found a poster for it the other day. So not stray, missing cat, actually.
Yeah.
Tomcat. So maybe he was hanging around the perimeter of our house and she's marking her territory because she can smell him. But I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. All I know is the pipes aren't gonna like this.
Yeah. She was an old lady, if I remember correctly, pastry puff, so maybe she just weren't thinking about it.
Stuck in her ways.
Yeah, stuck in her ways indeed.
The newfangled method of the toilet. That kind of makes me wonder, when the toilet was invented, were older people opposed to it? Like, were they opposed to new technology? No, the hole in the ground is better than the toilet.
I wonder, do you think, like,
Genuinely
us
wondering if
as
that's a thing.
old people will be so resistant to new technology?
I mean, I know AI definitely ain't helping our case.
Yeah, but AI is
That's
inherently
technically new
bad.
technology.
Like, there's not a like there's no good argument for it. Right? Like there's a difference between I just don't like this thing, I don't understand it, and I'm used to this way.
Evil.
AI is literally like, no, it's stealing property from people and making new things. Like, it's not even like, no, grandma, that's ridiculous. That's like, no, that's what's happening, you know? Like, and it's many generations of people talking about it. There's a difference between, no, this new technology is actually bad and capitalism, you know, let's say capitalism shit. And then there's like, no, this is just new technology and I'm set in my old person ways. Like, there's a difference.
Okay, I can see that. I'd like to think we're not going to be so opposed because, like, we watched how opposed older generations were and thought that was ridiculous.
And also, we've grown up in such a high innovation, like, time, I guess.
Period, yeah.
Like, everything has...
Oh, no, agreed, 100%.
Yeah, so it's like, I wonder if as old people will be... Because also on top of that, like, I find the biggest thing that holds old people back is being afraid. And I hope that, like, you know, and this is, you can only hope, you can only guess until it happens. But I do think that, like, I'll be more...
I think we're not going to be so afraid and more open.
Well, it's like, I'm already, like, when I get a new phone, what is the first thing I do? I sit there and I push all the buttons, and I figure out what all the buttons... Like, I literally just fiddle with the phone to, like, learn about it, right? I'm not afraid of you know, breaking it. I don't have a fear that I'm gonna screw it up so bad that I've ruined it, which I think old people
Really?
do.
You don't treat it like it's a bomb in your hand?
Skibbity Sigma Alpha is. I literally... Oh, I missed Mason's Ohio yacht Skibbity Riz. But that's not what I'm talking about. And what, there was a wild thing. Someone was like, oh, Gen Z is making fun of like Gen Alpha's like stuff, but then like for being random, and it's like, no, that's just the humor. And then I can't even remember, but they listed like a bunch of like, I guess, cringe dead stuff from like earlier. I didn't even get half of them, and it was like, oh. But it's just like, that's just the generation, like, don't look down on them like you were just as bad or something, you know, like stuff like that. And it's like, I don't have an upset about like Gen Alpha's like quote unquote slang, because just like half of our slang, as this person was trying to show, 90% of it is just gonna die and doesn't really matter, right?
Exactly.
Like, I don't care what they mean, because who the fuck uses them? And when they are actually used outside of like this jokey, you know, minion speak of just using the words, you can understand with context clues. It's not that hard. I find 90% of like slang is like,
let the generations have their cringe.
but it's also like
they don't get
context clues though. Like context clues. Like I couldn't sit here and like define half of the slang that I know what it means. Have I burnt oil? No, I usually burn butter. Butter's easier to burn than oil. I usually use fairly high smoke point oils. Welcome, PCM.
I screwed up my scallops that way one time.
So I don't think I've ever burnt oil. Oil kind of scares me, so I use, like I said, high smoke point oils mostly. And I definitely have never, like, deep frying concerns me. What kind of oil, Kyra? That's the true question.
One of my friends has no fear when it comes to using oil. Like, she used to be so afraid in college, and now she's just like, yeah, I'm reaching into the oil. I got those jeans. I'm good. I'm Gucci. I'm like, you're insane.
I definitely have less fear than I once did, but deep frying is both, one, it just uses so much oil, and two, it's just like, that's when grease fires happen in my brain, not any other time. That is when grease fires happen.
It's very easy for them to happen. That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly. Deep frying, nuh-uh. Oh, hates when it spits. Yeah,
I've
spits.
had that happen before. When it spits at you.
That's why when I cook with oil, I wear long sleeves and I put on like the oven mitt.
You gotta gear up.
You gotta gear up, indeed.
It's a mission. They didn't warn us about this when we played Cooking Mama. We were misled. False advertising.
Okay, why do I feel like this has to be better for you? Where is it when...
You are braver than I. Still afraid of the oil.
It's kind of like this. So this being here would work. Okay. I feel kind of weird.
Weird how so?
Everything was just like a little askew.
Ah. The conundrum.
The conundrum indeed. Fallon's giving me the most trouble.
Mad at the oil. Ugh. See, is it day 59 of checking if Laios has another figure?
Oh, no, I haven't checked. Let's check.
The boy, please.
Not on one.
Yeah. Now, why don't care him? Why don't care he?
This site got a Marcel. It's a Marcel I'd already seen, but they got a Marcel. No new shit.
God damn it.
So pissed.
The boy.
Okay, this is the cutest thing. Hold on.
Ooh. Bios or something else?
No, it's completely unrelated. But basically this store has a line. Holy hell. They have a line of little kawaii cats as characters. It's called...
Well, actually.
It's called Nyanto.
Oh, why does that sound familiar?
And then they pun the name. Oh my god. Look at this. This is Naruto.
Naruto? Oh
Look
my god,
at
stop.
him. Oh, this is Minato Naruto. Oh my god.
So cute.
This is the cutest shit.
That's fucking adorable.
I am dying.
Do they have Nyatsu? They gotta have Nyatsu. It's too easy.
No, they mostly just have... They have a One Piece. They have a bunch of different Naruto ones. Like, they have a Kakashi version. The Kakashi's not as cute. The Naruto was perfect. I love him. He's so good. This is Minato.
Right.
It's okay, but it's not like this one.
Was.
They have a bunch of Gundam Seeds and Sailor Moons. It's Sailor Moon.
Getting into Gundam Seed.
It's Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon.
Yeah, so they have Naruto, Sailor Moon, and Mobile Suit Gundam, the Witch from Mercury. Wait, hold on, where is it? No, from Big Nyandam. That's what it is. Mobile Suit Nyandam. Nyandam.
Oh, epic.
Oh my god.
So somebody thought long and hard about this, and I'm very happy they did.
I love this too much. I'm very sad that I'll never get a Nyanto. Because they'll never have like a character that I care so much about. I don't like them big. You know, like I like Naruto, don't get me wrong, but I don't think enough to buy one of these, even though they're absolutely adorable.
We in the niche market. We go for the niche anime.
Yeah. Dungeon Meowshi, then I would totally get that.
Dungeon Meowshi, yes.
Please give me Dungeon Meowshi. I need Dungeon Meowshi. I would also go with Trinyan.
Trinyan.
And Sasaki and Miana. Miana.
God, it's too perfect. He already calls them Mia.
Exactly.
In the show.
I don't even know how you would do Fairy Tale. How would you do Fairy Tale? The Promised Yamberland. No, but Fairy Tale. They do the name of the show.
Oh, okay. Fairy Tale? No, that's dumb.
That one's tough. It's already spelled that way, pastry. Because it's
That's
spelled
the problem.
TAIL specifically.
It already exists.
Oh my god, I would totally get
Cat
Gojo
skin.
Cat easy.
Gojo Cat would be amazing. I think Megumi as a cat.
Oh, that's the point, pastry puff. Oh god, they're so cute. I can't do it.
Yuji as a cat would also be amazing.
Yes. My Hero Academia Meow.
Boy is hella
Meow
golden
Hero,
retriever,
I think it would
but
be.
he'd make a cute cat.
Meow Hero Academia. I feel like that would be the way. I would also totally get, if Dungeon Meshi gets the little look-up figure, I need them to have, like, the little look-up figure.
They have to. Like, they gotta do that one. It's
Maybe
too popular.
one day. The look-up is so cute.
I am still getting that Sakura and Hajime look-up. Like, I have decided that is my reward from paycheck number 3, I think.
Nice.
Because I'm like, it's too cute.
They're just really cute.
And I'd love to have some Windbreaker merch.
I'm more over here just for forever and always. My only merch purchases will now be Dungeon Meshi related.
Oh, we know that's not true. You did buy Sasaki and Miyano.
That's true. I would totally get them if they did like a scale figurine. But I'm kind of just like, I'm not getting a ton of
I would get them if they ever did like one of those couple figurines.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Do that sometimes, and it's like, that if they. Oh, okay. You know who I need as a couple figurine? Lu Guang and Chung Shi. Please.
Yes.
Please.
See, those are also ones where it's like they only come in the Nendroid, and it's like I'm just. Beyond Journey's End.
Journey's End. Okay, Frieren as a cat, people already say she's cat-like in her personality.
Mouth.
I can totally see it.
It would be so cute. Okay, I gotta say, I love that, if that makes sense. The, like, here is a cute little form, and now we're gonna make it every character. Like, as long as the form is cute, I'm fucking here for that shit, man.
It just needs to look good. They don't even need to try that hard.
Like, yeah. And so it's like, part of me is like, that's kind of what I want to do as like, I start to model stuff, is like, make like little just round boys. And it's like, all right. And you make a little round boy, and then you make this round boy look like Milano somehow. And then Hotsu, you know, and it's like, okay, you got this cute thing.
You got round boy.
And it's like, okay, and now I understand how to use Blender, and now I can try to make it like person. Okay, why are you just
and
really
that,
not
everyone,
working
is
with me?
how animation works.
I just really want a pose that is just not happening. Like,
that is cute, pastry puff. Body daddy.
Body daddies. Oh.
I'm so here for it.
Okay, I think that the solution is to be if I move this back more. Because I think the problem that I'm running into is I'm trying to make the lean happen. And the shoulders, the hands are just...
The lean refuses to happen.
It's more like, I know what I want. I really, really do. But I think that the format that I've made for myself just isn't happening. Alright, I'm gonna take a minute. Mars, entertain them. I'm gonna try and get Dylan to do it for me.
Nice. Okay, well, it is my turn to entertain the masses. What have you guys been watching recently? You know, we had that going earlier. Let's all contribute to the conversation. We know Pastry Puff is watching Howl's Moving Castle. I am about to finish Twilight Out of Focus. I wonder if I should watch the rest of it tonight. I don't want to say goodbye to the show, though. You posted sadness in open exhibit. What? PCM, why do you do this to me? Why? Why do you want to see me sad? Oh, okay. Oh, we got a nice one in fan art. The Outcast Boys as Splatoon Pastry Puff. That is awesome. Oh my god, look at the squid hair. I love it. That's super cute. Love it, Pastry Puff. Nope, that's trivia. Where the hell is open exhibit? I know how to navigate our own server. What are you talking about? Oh. PCM? PCM? Come over here. Just come over. What the hell? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why would you give me such sadness? I am here for it. I knew what was going to happen, and yet I was still not prepared. Etoble, you can't etoble your way out of this one, PCM. You can't etoble your way out of this one. No. You do not get to drop this and then run. How dare you? How dare you? Ooh. What kind of ships do you really like and favorite? That is a good question. I gotta say, I have definitely been leaning toward the dynamic of here is Sunshine Boy and here is Dark Brooding person and they balance each other out. Hello, Vash and Wolfwood. They were definitely my obsession for a while. I also really like Leo and Gallo from Promare. Those are just a good dynamic because they both learn from each other. You have Leo protecting Gallo during the final battle, and then you have Gallo protecting Leo. Like, oh, it's such good give and take. I absolutely love it. I guess my favorite ship dynamic is like when they both either learn something from each other or like they make each other better in some way. And I gotta say, guys, if you like that dynamic, watch Twilight Out of Focus. It's so fucking good. You will get every single dynamic you've ever loved. The oh my god, they are roommates dynamic, the enemies to lovers dynamic, and the I can fix him to I don't want to change dynamic. Spoilers, he does make an effort to change and it's so beautiful and so nice, but then the other guy learns to be more down to earth and it's so good. It's so amazing. Saimatsu. I am blanking on the two characters that form that ship name. I'm so sorry, Mason. Oh boy, but it looks like everyone else in chat knows what that's referring to. I'm sorry, Midnight Brain is kicking in. I forgot what Saimatsu stood for.
Sorry, I was looking at the lovely Splatoon boys.
Yeah, you should have saved that one, Ori, because if you go to open exhibit, you're gonna have your heart ripped out.
Oh, I saw that already.
Yeah.
Pain. Lots of pain. PCM likes
Just come over here for a second. Come over. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. Not even a fuck.
I just rolls up sleeve. Wanna talk.
I'd say like the one good cutaway clip from Family Guy that actually cracks me up is when Peter is like showing up to
no, tell me where he lives. I just want to talk. Meg, I just want to talk.
I just want to talk to him. I just want to shoot him.
It's all in the past. All right. I'm trying to think of ship. We were asking about ships. What kind of ships do you really like and favorite? It's tough. I feel like I have a range. I'm not.
It depends on the dynamic you're currently into at the moment.
I'm trying to think of all the ships I really like, and I guess it does mostly align with what Mars said, where there's definitely like brutish, sort of roguish character, and then like happy, like go lucky sort of thing. I'm very much here for the red and blue gays, man. If they're a red and blue gay, it's very easy to please. You can't get it wrong. I can't think of a
But I
bad
gotta
red
say,
and
if
blue
you're
gay.
talking classic blue and red, Keith and Lance.
That's what I'm saying.
Happy Sunshine Boy with a
Poster
troubling
child.
past,
But you
and
also
Dark
got Reki
Brooding
and
Guy with a
Longa.
troubling past.
You also got
Oh, so good. I love Reki and Longa. Reki and Longa are also a very good one of like we are better together vibe. Like, oh
yeah.
Stan, love it. Sonic and Shadow. I mean,
don't
people
know.
do ship
See,
them.
everybody does like those like
Can't
ship
say I'm
dynamic
one of
things, like
them.
the post. I was like, I don't know if I could sit here and be like, I specifically like.
Okay.
Like if it's good, it's good. You know what I'm saying? Like if it hits, it
come out
hits.
and expose myself. I used to ship Sonic and Blaze back in the day. Nowadays, I'm kind of like, hey, it's the Sonic fandom. I don't really feel the need to ship Sonic with anybody, to be honest.
Oof, I can imagine Meshi Puff.
Although, I will say, whenever they draw Shadow and Sonic as humans and they're just vibing together, that's fun. That is very fun. But I could see why someone would go for Sonic and Shadow. Like, you literally have them as foils. That's a very classic enemies to lovers trope you can work in there. The fact that they're equal to each other, like, it really fits the shipper's fuel very well.
Yeah, definitely like
I'm trying to think.
I feel like you have to have the like they definitely make each other better somehow. I feel like that's the main takeaway. I'm definitely not, you know, some people are like, oh yeah, we like the toxic lesbians because like whatever. Like I'm not.
No.
I read like something and they're like, oh yeah, toxic lesbians. I'm here for that, and it's like that's why I liked writing this bit. And it's like, okay, that's just I don't know what that's about. But as long as the ship is like specifically like they complement each other in a way where it's like synergy, right? Like they have a synergy to it. That's very important because it's like Clance has a synergy of like, you know, Keith being like, nah, Lance, you have like the capabilities and you're good at this shit. And Lance being like, dude, come out of your shell. We're chill. We're buds. Everybody likes you. You don't got to be a loner. Let's be friends and make each other better.
They really do.
You know, Leo and Gallo, right? They both get to see the other sides of the thing, and they get to realize that not everybody hates you for being you, and also that look, it's tough being a
Leo for destroying the world. There we
go. What other really good ships?
Vash and Wolfwood. Hello.
Yeah, Vash and Wolfwood. Dude,
Wolfwood
if you do peace, you're gonna fucking die. Shoot shit with me, and peace is good.
Okay, no, here's why I love Vash and Wolfwood, because both those boys have been through so much shit in their lives. And just the idea, like, here's someone they can be themselves around, let go a little bit, let the wall come down, like, oh, that is good stuff. That is good stuff. Like, we are the only two who understand what the other is going through. There was one post I saw on Tumblr where someone was talking about the ship dynamic, and they said something along the lines of, Vash saw a broken man, looked him in the eye, and said, I see your kind heart, and it can be redeemed. Like, you have that kindness inside you, you just need to embrace it. And Wolfwood was like, well, shit, I'm in D.
Yeah, well, fuck. This bounty didn't turn out the way I expected.
Literally in the show, Vash
Bakugo
is like,
died cold and alone. No, I'm sorry,
like,
Mason.
Oh my god, how can you trust this guy? And Vash just turns to him. They animated the softest fucking look on Vash's face, and he just goes, I can see it in his eyes. But in the English dub, it's, those are the eyes of a good man, and it's just like,
both times. He's so fucking soft. But Mason, I'm sorry, I will die on the Bakushima Hill. I will die on the Bakushima Hill. The fucking when they grab when they're like trying to save Bakugo and they're like Kirishima's the only one that he'll like take the hand of, like come on, like fucking kill me, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit, that's the shit, you know? But it's like, he's the only one that he'll like take help from because he doesn't feel like it's pity, you know? Like it's I was just like, the fucking respect, okay?
And that's another one where it's like they can both give each other what they need without realizing they even needed that in the first place.
I'm so sorry, Kyra. But he doesn't deserve to be happy. Okay, I haven't learned a lot about Bakugo. He definitely is a little bit of a bitch, but to my understanding, he got better? I don't really know.
My understanding, he and Deku have a whole reconciliation in the manga.
My all of my sort of like knowledge of My Hero at this point is very much fan content, so like I'm not gonna even pretend that I have knowledge
by osmosis.
Yeah.
I watched the first season of My Hero and it just didn't grab me. I don't know. Here's the funny thing, guys. As I get older, I am gravitating more towards shows about adults. Like Twilight Out of Focus is about adults. They are in college. No, they're in high school going on to college. Like some of them are graduating. So it's like, okay, that more
it's
relatable.
Older. High school is more relatable than middle school, yes.
They were in high school, but Sasaki graduates by the end of the season. He goes off to college. So it's like it's closer to age range. Vash and Wolfwood, adults.
Hella
they're
adults. Buddy Daddy's adults. Link Click, they're adults, man. They're out of college.
Link Click is adults.
Which is wild.
And they're running a side business.
Yeah, they're fucking running a business, paying rent.
Freaking power couple. Moriarty the Patriot, adults. Big time adults. I'm trying to think. Oh, Dora Richard. We just started that one together.
Adults. Samurai Flamenco, adults. Futo PI, adults. I think what's beneficial about adults, though.
I'm tempted to watch the live action of Futopia.
I think what's also beneficial about adults, though,
they're just too good,
is the fact that it's much more common that an adult show with adults has themes outside of being in a school or a special school. Yes, Farsil, we love it.
Farsil. Yeah.
Oh
that's
God,
a fun
two
one.
at the same time. Wow.
Wow, that's impressive.
That was two right away.
Hey, robots. Ow. Damn it, that hurt.
Ban. Beautiful.
Smash the hammer.
Big on bots. Yeah, really.
Big on bots. And thus they were no more. Yeah, Dungeon Meshi, adults. But the thing is that I see a lot, like, tell me a show that has younger characters, like middle school and younger characters, that isn't about going to school. And when I think of it, Mob Psycho has school involved, but it's not the main plot the whole time. Very good. We like Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho enjoyable. A lot of the plot is not going to school and dealing with other shit. Now, there is a plot with the school and making friends, but it's not going to school. Like, you know, and doing school things. But it is arguably very important because Mob's goal is not to be a good psychic. His goal is to be a regular kid.
Yeah. Avatar is good. Avatar The Last Airbender. See, because they're doing like things, and they're forced to grow up very fast.
They're not in school.
They're also specifically forced to grow up fast, which is kind of the tragic part.
Gravity Falls. They don't go to school. It's summer.
It's summer specifically.
Yeah. We avoid
so
all that
I do think it really depends. I think it's more just like the kinds of shows that we're watching with the themes just happen to be adults. Like, I don't think I would have been like against.
It's more subconscious.
But it's like
I'm it's a subconscious choice.
Like, I would totally watch another thing like Food Wars, you know, even though they're middle schoolers. It's like, although, it's fun.
Those kids are high schoolers.
Yeah, they really felt like high schoolers. They didn't feel like middle schoolers.
They
felt
do
like
not
high
treat
schoolers.
them like middle schoolers.
Demon Slayer, Tanjiro's really young, isn't he?
Tanjiro is very young. We had the whole muscle debate on one stream.
Yeah, I'm trying to... The middle school, high school thing in anime is always kind of tough. That's all I'm gonna say. Mob looks like a middle schooler. Tanjiro? Is he a 9th grader? I don't really know. I think it's middle school. Yeah, I think so, Mason. I think he is like 15. Well, aren't the My Hero kids that age too? Are they in middle school or high school? It's always weird. Tanjiro Kamado age. At the beginning, he's 13.
Yeah.
By where they are in the manga, he's 16. So
he just missed that trauma age, and yet he got it all.
he's in the early.
That's why he got so much, because he skipped. The
Izuku
universe made him
is
pay.
14. Yeah, like it's young. It's like weird. Because they all very much feel like high schoolers, not middle schoolers. You know what I'm saying?
It all depends on how they're written. Like, there's
Mob
a
feels
very
like a middle
specific
schooler.
way to write these characters.
I think it's the other thing of like when they're thrown into these like very high life or death situations, they're forced to grow up very fast.
Oh yeah.
So it's very like difficult.
That's why I like the Hashira training arc so
No,
much.
exactly.
Because, like, oh my god, they're acting like kids, and now you're reminded, holy shit, these are children.
Yeah,
and they're
Jujutsu
fighting
Kaisen
an
is
adult
high school.
war. Like, Jesus Christ.
It was like, I don't know. I feel like we definitely still watch a lot of other shows. I just feel like the ones that we just happen to like the general theme of just happen to be adults, because it's like, oh, solving mysteries based on being a jeweler, like that just is not a setting for a child, for like a high school, middle school. Like that's not a because we chose for it to be an adult. That's because it just the setting of it, you know, just wouldn't have worked, right? Like I don't know.
101, guys. Consider your setting when picking your plot.
Yeah. Well, that's why our characters are adults, all of them. Because it makes sense that they've all been able to leave and go on and fend for themselves enough and deal with money and all this sort of stuff and have, like, the cognitive abilities to survive on an island and do this. We all know what happened in Lord of the Flies. We didn't need that.
Exactly. Now, this is the happy version of Lord of the Flies. It asks the question,
but it makes
what if
sense,
we survive?
Mason, because your thing is about moving and going to a new school. So it makes sense.
Yeah, the age fits the setting.
Man. So I do agree with what you're saying, Mars, but I also just feel like it's just the times. You know?
think it's more coincidence?
I think it's more coincidence because, like, Fairy Tail, they're older, you know, and that was my first one.
Well, I feel like it's different when you have ones that you grew up with, because, like, I'm still watching Blue Exorcist, and those characters are still very much in high school.
But I'm trying to see, like, did I watch shows that had
or not? But I am going to watch it.
But it's like I'm trying to recall if I watched shows that were like adults, like when I was younger, right? For like anime. That's what I'm trying to think about.
The only thing,
Because I also feel like that's not a good judge in the sense of like
my list.
I also feel like that's not a good judge in the sense of like when I first started watching anime, I was definitely only watching like mainstream anime, and a lot of mainstream anime is shonen anime,
was a mix of adults and kids,
which is kind of young.
That doesn't really work.
Oh yeah, my anime list is a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Amazing, right?
Yeah.
Kekai Sensen is a mix of adults and kids. Fate's Stay Night 2006
Devil
was just
is
boring.
a part-timer, was adults doing work. That I watched in high school.
Bungo Stray Dogs, mix of adult and kids.
One Punch Man is adults, and I started watching that when it started coming out, which was high school.
Let's see. I guess One Punch was the first, like, this is about adults, and that was in college.
I definitely started watching that earlier. JoJo's, all adults. watch that in high school.
No, mix of adults and
Okay,
kids.
the first season is they're adults 90% of the time, are they not? Or they just look like adults. It mixes me up. However, Joseph is always an adult, isn't he?
Joseph and not Joseph, Jonathan and Dio were in a football game in high school. And I specifically remember this because I was showing one of my dorm friends JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, and when we got to that scene, she was like, "Oh, so they're in college, right?" And I'm like, "No, they're in high school right now." And she goes, "What? Why are they so buff?"
Yuri on Ice is adults.
Talk to the artist. I do not know.
Yeah, wild. Yeah. I also didn't start watching anime until later, you know? So, I don't know. We still have a mix. I feel like it's just what we're doing because Psyche K is in school and they're just... That was fun, you know?
That was very fun. I wish they dubbed
Auron
season 2.
is timeless, you know? Gaku and Babysitters, they were in school. Servamp was in school, were they not? Soul Eater's in school.
They were in school for one episode, yeah.
Soul Eater's in school. Sirens and Mai, they're in school.
Sirens and Mai, they're definitely in school.
Princess Tutu, they're young. Again, just timeless, really good. You know, so like I feel like it's more just like I'm watching more anime. And I feel like when you get down to like Mashley, that's high school, you know? Like I feel like it's not specific. I feel like it's just the setting, you know? Some are just, they lend themselves better to not being in school.
That's very true.
Kill la Kill.
Oh yeah, Kill la Kill, huh? Okay, forget about that one.
Gurren Lagann, he ages. That one's like a mix. Given they're in college?
He's like a high schooler by the end of the show.
He's only in high school by the end of the show, Simon?
Always assumed.
I thought he had to be older
I
than
didn't
that.
think he was like college age.
Oh
no, wait, you're talking like the end of this show? No, yeah, he's an old man by then.
Oh, no, not that end. When he's like Kamina's twin.
Oh. I thought it was high school.
He's 14.
What does he end up by the end?
He's 14 at the beginning. Post time skip, he's 21. And epilogue, he's 41. So 21, he's college.
Dang.
I'm like, there's no way, because Kamina's like an adult.
Yes,
oh, his age is not explicitly stated. Okay. He's 18.
Wow, the Gurren Lagann wiki really
They say he's 18.
Here. 18, okay.
But like, you know.
He was a teen when he died. He was on the cusp of
but
adulthood.
the end of teen. Beefy men doing weird poses, yeah.
Big difference, big difference.
That's crazy, Pastry Puff. I never knew that.
Oh,
they play Mashley on repeat in Guantanamo Bay. You can watch the show without ever hearing the opening. But, yeah, so I don't know. I feel like to say that it's like, oh, we specifically gravitate... Erased? Fucking, that's all children, but, you know...
Erased is definitely children.
That has, like, a lilt to it. So, yeah, I don't know. We watched Cute Earth High Defense Club later. That's high school, you know. Brand New Animal. She's younger, isn't she?
That was one I had to backtrack for, because you needed to see that.
Yeah. She's younger, though, right? So.
Pretty sure.
Beastars is high school.
Because there's like a whole thing where she ran away from home. Yeah. I never watched Beastars.
I watched the first two seasons. The first season was a little weird, but interesting. The second season, I got really pissed off, and I will never watch it again. Oof. Very upset with how the story went. It's very much like a... It wasn't the positive direction I wanted it to be. Love Beastars spoilers for season 2. Basically, main character Legoshi is he's a He's a wolf, he's a predator, and the whole thing in the show is like, oh, like predators, they need meat to be most powerful. If they don't have meat, they're like, they're weaker. You know, your full powers from eating meat. But the only meat you can eat is literally other basically human animals, okay? It's only cattle, like there's no like livestock, right? Like the only meat you're eating is sentient other people. And so there's like a black market for this shit and everything. And basically there's this whole arc where Legoshi's like not that kind of predator, Mason. BNA is really goated. I love BNA. And Shiro, top tier.
BNA was so good.
And so he's like he's in love with the rabbit. And that's a whole weird other thing that I won't get into, because maybe it's not really love, it's just kind of weird. But point being is that because of that, he doesn't want to have this like desire to eat meat. And he meets this panda, and the specific thing is the panda's a vegetarian, and he's an apex sort of like, he's a big, strong, animal, because pandas are pretty strong. Like they're still like kind of like bears and stuff, but they only eat bamboo, so he's like special. And Legoshi's like, teach me your ways of being like really strong to protect people but not eating meat.
Way a vegetarian.
And let me take my help me take away my like need to eat meat. Like this, like I constantly think about it, right? Like that's what happens when you're a predator, a carnivore. And so he goes through this really tough training, and there's a lot of stuff where it's like, like the panda's like, yeah, Legoshi, like you're special. If anyone could do this, it's you, right? Like you're very special, and all this sort of stuff. And then he has to fight the guy that killed the goat in the first season, and he's a bear, and he is eating meat. Basically, meat is like doping, okay? Basically. And so he's eating meat, and Legoshi has done this training, and he's like succeeded in the training, and then he's trying to beat this guy, and he's getting the fucking shit beat out of him. He's not winning. And it's like, all right, he's gonna go and he's gonna pull through in the end, right? Classic anime. Gonna pull through in the end. No. You know how he beats him? The other character who has a lot of fucking trauma. Oh my god, the deer. He's got a lot of trauma going on. He's got a lot of stuff, and he's a really interesting character. He's like, you know what, Legoshi? Eat my leg. This guy deserves to die. Eat my leg. I will let you eat my leg. And it's like it's kind of like a he has control now, because he as a child was like basically on the black market to get eaten, and he managed to be saved. But so now it's like his choice now is like kind of the lilt they're going through. Whatever.
So
but he's like, eat my leg. Okay. And then Legoshi does with very little hesitation and wins. And I'm just there, and like, so the moral there is very much like, I guess you can't change your nature, but find friends that like accept you for who you are and support you, I guess? I don't know. But it's just like, why do you do all this shit? Yeah, Pastry Puff. Yeah, but it's just like
make the last few episodes you watch completely meaningless.
Yeah, that's the metaphor, Pastry Puff. It's very it's basically but it's very just like, I really wish he didn't have to eat the meat, because it feels like more of a high note to be like, no, I went through all this and I made a change, and I was able to overcome my like quote unquote nature and still be good enough to win. Or like, okay, maybe it's I can't win alone, but I can win with others and like getting help from other people, because the deer fucking has a gun and he's good and he kills people with it. So bad guys, but still, so it's just like, I understand that in real life shooting bears is very difficult, but the point that I'm trying to make is just like, one, a wolf would never be able to take down a fucking bear, but two, like, why did we? It felt very like pointless. We ended up back at the beginning, like I don't know. It very just was like, we went through this. The entire point of this.
Question: why have a whole training arc if you're just going to throw it?
It was the whole point of the season was Legoshi is special, determined, and he's doing all of this really tough training. He's really putting himself through the ringer. Like, he's fucking starving himself, like, voluntarily being locked in a room and being starved for this whole thing. Like, it's very, very difficult. And then it's just like, nah, he can't win. He can't win. Not good enough. Eat meat. And then he does. And it's just like, okay, why did we?
What was the point of the training then?
It feels very useless. And it just feels very negative. You know, it just feels very negative overall. It doesn't feel uplifting in any way.
They instill all this hope and then rip it away.
Literally, there's a lot of talk of like Lego She's special. If anyone could do it, it's him.
You're still allowed to not like that angle.
He's determined. And yeah, and I'm just like, nah, unless I will not, I'm done with Beastars. All right, spoilers over. But it's like, yeah, I'm just like, why?
Like, how could you do this to me?
Yeah, so that's my gripe with Beastars. They're high school, though. That was the point.
That is a rough one.
Yeah. I definitely...
You guys ever had a series betray you so badly that you still remember it?
Devilman Crybaby.
Okay, but that was meant to do what it was doing.
I know, but it betrayed me. Because it did the same thing. However, it didn't feel as useless in the sense of that, like, okay, like, at least, like, that was always meant to be. The feeling of uselessness is kind of the point. Spoilers for Devilman Crybaby. You know, the feeling of uselessness is the point. No, not Devil May Cry. Devilman Crybaby.
No, Devilman Crybaby.
And so while I'm personally unhappy...
Specifically.
Because, I like... at least bittersweet, okay? It doesn't have to be a happy ending, but it has to be there has to be a sweetness in it, which Devilman Crybaby does not have, and that's the point, but it really makes you believe that it's gonna turn out okay.
I keep hearing that about Omori. I've been wanting to check that out for the longest time.
Yeah, that one, I know that's one that does that to people. You know, it's definitely one of those.
Tread with caution. Tread with caution, Ori.
I probably won't. I do just know that it is one of those. Okay.
Yeah, Devilman Crybaby definitely wrecked me. I was literally in bed after that. Like, I just crawled under the covers of, like, what is the point of life anymore?
Yeah, I did the first link click where I lied on the floor. In my I literally we watched that. I watched the last episode. I was in college,
destroyed,
and I lied there on the carpeted floor.
Wait, which one?
Devilman Crybaby.
Oh, Devilman Crybaby.
Yeah. Happy? Alright, PCM, let's have you make up for your previous sin.
Okay.
Amushu!
It better be the most wholesome gay shit I've ever seen.
No, it's just a cutie.
Two.
Oh, wait, there's more! Ah, yes, it is very wholesome gay shit. Though PCM will deny that it's gay. Sappho and her friend. Uh-huh. They're just friends.
History will call them partners.
Yeah. Best friends. They're such good friends.
Did you fail to drink?
No, I moved Marcel's eye accidentally.
Oh.
And I was concerned.
Because I heard like a panic.
Yeah. I was drinking when I noticed My mistake.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened.
The puzzle pieces are all coming together.
It's all coming together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Okay. Oh, you're failing to drink.
No, that was actually before I took a drink.
Oh.
I inhaled and I swear it felt like there was a fluffy cotton ball in my throat.
Ew.
Yeah, well, I made a sensory bin filled with cotton balls and little animal figurines, and my kiddos love ripping the cotton balls apart, which is very good for language. We got fluff, we got puff, we got soft, so yeah, lots of good language, lots of final F as well. So fantastic tool. I'm inhaling cotton ball fluff all day. Because sometimes those babies go airborne and they're going right in my nose and mouth.
Too bad you have to, like, show them how to say words, because otherwise it's like, wear a mask.
Yeah, that really does not work, especially for articulation.
Does not work for your specific field at all.
There's a technique that you use. It's called tracking, where you make sure that the child's eye follows you to your mouth because you want them to imitate the movements you're making to make the sound you want them to make. So you bring the little toy like next to your cheek and then you repeat it. So it's bringing their eye to where you want their eye to go. So I do that a lot. And sometimes there's leftover cotton ball fluff on the toy that just right in.
Oof.
I'm like, that might be just joking. Like, don't mind me over here, just inhaling cotton ball fluff. Ignore me.
Dying.
Dying, yes. Although I will say, if I'm coughing because of cotton ball fluff and not colds, I will count
certainly
my
better
because every single kiddo is being sent to school sick.
Oh, Pastry Puff, have you watched Moriarty the Patriot? And if it's not on your list, it should be. You are such a freaking Sherlock nerd. God, the shit in that is the good references, really fucking good too. Also, like, the way they treat what's her name? God, what's her name?
Bond?
Yeah, but what's her name?
No.
I'm blanking on her name. What's the woman that
Is it Margaret?
No.
No.
It's not John's wife.
So hard.
It's the other woman that Sherlock likes in the original books.
The one you're talking about.
It is Bond in the thing. No, not Mary, not Mary.
Nope, not her.
Why do I feel like it starts with an L? Irene. Yes, thank you, Pastry Puff. Irene. Irene, she's done very well in it, and it's just...
She's done incredibly well.
And also, like, the gender vibes... Mason, watch it. Pastry Puff, watch it. We're gonna love the gender vibes in Moriarty the Patriot.
Absolutely.
That's all I can say. Literally everybody in this chat is gonna be like, yes, thank you, gender, please. To at least one person.
Immaculate.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. The one Sherlock I've seen did love her, and that's what I remembered it from. In this one, it's not that either. It's very gay. It's not explicitly gay, but it's very gay.
Sherlock is head over heels for Moriarty. Are you kidding?
Yeah, it's real gay. The ending is super gay. But Irene's character is great the entire time. She's fantastic. And again, fucking gender icon. Okay? And you'll understand why if you watch it. But Pastry Puff, I'm so curious about your take, because it's just, there's a lot of, it's definitely not like this is a retelling of Sherlock, because it's obviously Moriarty's like the main character. There's a lot of Sherlock in it though. Like, don't get me wrong, like there's a lot of Sherlock in it. Sherlock's like a good second half of the thing. Oh my god, Pastry Puff, I think you're gonna like be head over heels. Okay, I think you're gonna be head over heels. for Irene in the show. It's so good.
So good.
But two, yeah, so it's not like supposed to be like a retelling or a faithful retelling. It's very much like a we took these characters and a general vibe, but made it different,
Fan
right?
fiction,
so there's a lot of like, I recognize this character from like the books. Like I recognize this character. Like they all come into play, and they're all like, at least in my opinion, where I'm definitely not as in deep in Sherlock as you are, Pastry Puff. They are done fairly faithfully, and it's really good. But there's definitely like a slightly different underlying tone of what Moriarty is doing, and obviously Moriarty's like the main character for a lot of it.
Moriarty definitely has an eat the rich vibe, which
and it's just really good, really good. High recommend watch, especially for you. Like it's a good anime in general, but especially Pastry Puff because you're such a big Sherlock fan. I think it's really great. I think it's really up your alley. For a number of reasons.
You need something to watch. That's
I know Pastry Puff has a long list. I know Pastry Puff does have a long list, and I know a lot of them are stuff that we specifically have recommended. And I know Pastry Puff is getting through it slowly but surely. So I'm not trying to add on. But
Pastry Puff, what was next on your list?
This one is very you specific. I feel like Pastry Puff.
I gotta say, if you're like, I gotta compare what's next on your list, because I gotta say, make this priority, please.
Especially if you're falling back into the Sherlock brain rot, like, I feel like it's time, but, you know, you do you.
Oh, yes.
No pressure.
No, there's pressure. There is pressure.
Okay, Mars gives you pressure.
It's a detective story. It's got good gender. It's got wonderful representation of the characters.
Yes. No, it's yes. Yes, Pastry Puff. Ooh, Futo is good. Futo PI. I would do Moriarty.
Moriarty over Futo.
I would especially Pastry Puff if you're falling back into like the Sherlock like hole. Like I feel like now's the time. You know what I'm saying? If you weren't like falling back into the hole right now, I'd be like it could wait. But if you're literally like I'm reading Sherlock again, like this is the time.
There.
You know what I'm saying? This is the time.
Do it.
This is the time. Very good. Also, the openings are really good too. The opening is fantastic.
Are so good, and it is criminal that neither of them are on iTunes. Fuck you.
Poor Mars. Poor Mars. And they're just really pretty. I will say the whole art style is very pretty.
Let me buy shit.
Really good. Really, really good. We watched the sub. I know you'll ask again. I'm not upset if you ask again. It's not like I would ever remember. But we watched the sub. However, I would say I would assume that the dub is pretty good because there's a lot of high-profile voice actors in it. I have seen a lot of people that we've liked in other things have done stuff for Moriarty the Patriot.
I'd say give it a watch.
So it's up to you. I don't think you can go wrong with the dub.
That's your call.
Yeah. Because it is one of those where it's like a lot of every time we like look someone up from something else, it's like, oh, they were in Moriarty the Patriot. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay. And of course, I will say, Alejandro Sayu does another villain.
Yes.
So very fun. Yeah, you get to hear Sayu be a villain in Mashley, Mars.
Ooh, I'm here for it.
He's a season 1 villain. He's like the second major villain in the season.
Ooh, okay.
And he sounds just like Sayu. It's definitely like that was like that's Sayu. No question, no doubt.
I'm here for it. Let's go.
Indeed. Yeah. Pastry Puff, whenever you do end up watching Moriarty, I'm very excited to hear all of your stuff in
I look forward to what the
reserve table. Yeah, that one I'm so curious. I love seeing. It's so great, Pastry Puff. I've very much enjoyed us being like, oh, watch this anime, and then you do watch the anime, and then you talk about it in the reserve table, and I'm just like, oh, it's so fun. It's so good.
I mean, that's what the reserve table is for.
Yeah, it's great. It's so good.
And we gotta take over it somehow, because at the moment we can't contribute to all the.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta force someone to write in it so I could look at something in there.
We gotta turn it into something.
Yeah, I can see that. Pastry Puff. Again, I think, like I said, we didn't watch the dub, but like a lot of good voice actors that we really do like are part of it. So I can't imagine it being bad. I don't even remember why we watched it in the sub. Again. I think it was just
what was available. That was before we had Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Though. That was before the Crunchyroll era. So I'm not sure.
But it's also like on the border of like every dub is being good now.
Honestly.
Yeah.
But the sub was very good.
Again, I mean, it's just a good show, you know. So
it really is.
I might actually say watch the dub Pastry Puff just because they do a lot of stuff good, and it's like I said, it's just a lot of good voice actors we really do enjoy. Like every time we see a voice actor that I'm like, ooh, yes, I like this, and then it turns out they were part of the Patreon, I'm a little sad that we didn't watch it in the dub, not gonna lie.
To rewatch.
There's only so much time, and there's so many other animes to watch, Mars.
No, I gotta admit, fall season kind of has me a little disappointed. At least until people start releasing theirs, you must check this out list. I'm like,
okay, yeah, but season. Samurai Flamenco has like 22 episodes, so it's like we got a bit to go there.
We'll be busy. We'll be busy for sure.
There's something else.
And then I'm gonna have Mashley on my list.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, I say go for the dub, Pastry Puff. Tell us what we're missing out on. Put clips in there for us so we can live vicariously through you, please.
Yeah.
This is how we will watch our dub.
Exactly. Oh, I have to update.
This is the right color. Might not be, but we'll find out.
Oh, all right.
Oh, that has me a little worried.
Then maybe go for the sub.
They may be referring to. Go for the sub. Go for the sub. Because I gotta say, if you're going for that emotional impact, I can think of 2 scenes they may be referring to with that one.
Also, because, like, you're a Sherlock fan, I would go for the sub then.
Yeah. Sub wins. Dude, that's something I gotta do with the original Full Metal Alchemist, because I really want to watch the 2003 version, but I'm like, I'm so used to hearing English Edward and English Roy Mustang. So I'm like, yeah. Which one do I watch it in? I don't
I will say
know.
I'm definitely 90% of the time.
Edward Elric in Japanese, it's gonna be like, huh?
Yeah. I'm definitely 90% of the time you do it and you stick with it. I did change with both Mob and One Punch from the dub to the sub solely to watch it as coming out, because it was before the times when you could like just be 2 episodes behind. It was like, no, you're like months behind before the dub exists.
Ugh, pain.
Yeah. It's like,
all
okay.
Right, let us know what you think of the sub.
Yes.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited, Pastry Puff. This has made my night.
The Patriot is one of the ones I want to own on DVD.
Ooh.
Like, I want.
Doesn't that one have a manga that goes past the anime?
It does. And I'm honestly thinking of getting it because I'll tell you later, Ori.
Yeah.
But it's gay.
Oof, yeah.
It's gay following the finale, and I'm like, yes, this is what
if you
wanted.
If you get it, I would definitely borrow it.
Oh, I'm down for that. Hey, I got paychecks now.
Yeah, you're raking in that dough.
I have decided.
Treat yourself.
Then spend the 20s, save your hundreds. And
yeah.
Look at that, a new manga costs about 20 for 2 volumes, so yay.
That's fun, Pastry Puff. That's a lovely little little detail.
Ooh. It's
a great little detail.
I was watching something the other day, I don't remember what it was, but there's this one guy who actually had a sponsorship with Nintendo and was doing a commercial for Miles Edgeworth Investigations.
Oh my god.
And the way he phrased it was like, play as Miles Edgeworth and do investigations so you get the guy the first time around for once.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Very accurate.
Get the criminal the first time for a change.
Be a true part of the investigation because we all know what happens when it's left up to Gumshoe.
It was so good. Who was that? Mother's Basement. It was Mother's Basement on YouTube.
Lovely.
That one cracked me up because I was like, yep, truth.
The truth indeed.
See the lie. I don't see the lie. Phoenix cleans up the mess. Edgeworth makes sure there isn't one to begin with.
Yep. Yeah, but this is only with reformed Edgeworth, though.
True.
Yeah. Yep, Pastry Puff. Yep. Literally.
The detectives still can't do their goddamn jobs.
Even Franziska is a detective in investigations because she's part of Interpol. I guess Kay is not a detective, okay? Kay is not a detective.
Side hustle going. It's that side hustle.
Well, after she was disgraced by Phoenix a couple times, I feel like she did a bit of a career change.
Oh, look, Interpol is hiring.
Yeah, literally. I mean, she at least speaks 2 languages, you know?
That's true. Very capable.
She's a prosecutor for... I don't know how Interpol works, if I'm being honest.
You don't need to know that. That's
it's the important. International Police, so I don't know.
Let's see. Let's give this a try.
Okay, that's actually not bad. That looks pretty good.
Ah, so Lang is the only true detective.
Yeah, Sheena's the secretary. Well, and of course, I mean, I guess we're not talking about Gumshoe.
Apparently not. Poor Gummy. Future cameo from Detective Bad in jail.
Please, never. Please, no more. Bad, I'm so sorry about your character assassination, but Jesus Christ.
Who was more irritating, him or Angel Star, in terms of dialogue length and slowness?
Angel talk... I feel like it still has to be bad. And the reason for that is that the only time I really got frustrated with Angel Star was during her dialogue that was when we showed her something that didn't give us any information, right? So when we showed her like a piece of evidence or that she had no information for us about, she had a really long spiel about it. So did Jake Marshall, though. However, I don't need to pay attention to that after we realize what it is and what's happening, so we never have to say it again. Bad specifically...
Theoretically, if we didn't click on the wrong thing, we'd never have encountered it.
Yeah, bad specifically was a long, arduous trek through sadly incredibly important information. And it was it's so much at once. I don't know. I feel like they could have done it exactly the same and just give us a little bit every time, right? Like there's a lot going on.
See, well, Ori, here's the problem. The first time we met Bad, he didn't give us any information at all, and then we collected it all at the end.
Yeah,
here,
spread it out more.
Other
characters
with no break.
Yeah, that's the whole problem.
So
I think
no one's happy.
No, exactly. His characterization is fine. Enjoyed, like, the idea of him. But it definitely is... yeah, I really think the two things they should have done during the flashback one, Reminiscence or whatever it is, during that one, we should have gotten those logic pieces as they came up when we were talking to him, right? As we were talking to him, and as we would have gotten a logic piece, they should have come up. It shouldn't have been like later on and then Edgeworth suddenly gets all of them. I honestly hated that. I did not enjoy that. It should have happened. We're talking to him and ooh, a logic piece. That's what should have happened. Would have made it better. Would have made it feel like we're doing something.
It made it feel like we weren't making any progress.
Exactly.
So that was frustrating as hell.
That would have been great. Then for this last one, should have been spread out throughout the thing. We should have had him show up once every time, give us one piece every time that we have to get, and not just suddenly, oh, you finally finished the first part of this already very long turnabout. Here is a ton of exposition from this one character. Like, just please, anything to not do that.
Balance, Bad. Balance.
Balance, indeed.
It exists somewhere.
Yeah, that's
this, actually.
That's all I would have wanted. I think all of our problems would have been solved.
What the fudge? Why is there a fly in here?
Because there had to be.
Why?
I don't know. Ask the fly.
I don't wanna. He's being rude and flying in my face.
Apparently there was a fly in my room during one of the streams. So I'm editing the video and it's just like, ah, God, the fly is back. Ah.
Ori fly attack counter.
Yeah, well, the whole stream was cursed, so...
Once again.
It was a whole thing.
Oh, is that the one where my mic started dying on us?
No, not that I know of. It was more like our avatars were not acting right. They were doing the little fade in, fade out thing, and then it was like...
Oh, that...
something else had happened. Oh, we're like, Dylan, go get water now. Your character, you're probably not going to have a character to voice in a while because we were going to do Adrian Andrews' locks, and then Francisca fucking Karma shows up. So it's like, well, shit. We just told him to go get water. Yay.
Guys, we never claimed to be oracles.
No.
We never claimed to be good at
I
this.
love how Yaddy G has taken off of his UFO. Yeah, exactly, Pastry Puff. Totally understandable why you knew everything, but it just should have taken a longer, short amount of time to do it. Just arduous.
That overcorrected after he learned his lesson in the flashback.
Yeah, just arduous.
One day he'll figure out the correct amount of information to give people.
Good night, Mason.
Until that day. Good night, Mason.
That is very true, Pastry Puff.
On Friday, right? Enjoy. Or maybe I'm totally misremembering.
No, I think you're right.
Enjoy your day tomorrow.
And thank God it's Friday tomorrow.
Oh, hell yeah. I am very ready for the weekend. Like, let's fucking go. I want to play Pathfinder. I want
it
Phantom
would have,
Command.
Pastry Puff.
Ooh, that would have been good.
Okay. There's definitely something wrong about Fallon here, but that's something I'll have to fix at a different time.
Poor baby, she just wants food.
Yeah. It's definitely improved from the original struggle, so I'm happy.
Yay!
It's not right!
That's what matters.
But it's better. And you know what? That's all I can ask for today.
Okay.
Because that's all I got in me right now. We're gonna line the comic because that's easy. Brain chillax and get shit done.
The final half hour. Let's go. We in the home stretch, gang.
Yeah, Pastry Puff. Yeah. I still have some sketches to do.
Oh.
But I'm on the last grouping of them.
Oh man. Yeah, I was very bad this week. I got a lot to do tomorrow and Saturday.
It's okay. All these lines technically should have been done. Should they have been done? Hold on. Yeah.
Professional we are, guys. We don't even know our own schedule.
No. The lines have to be done this week. So as long as I finish the sketches tomorrow, I have an audit tomorrow. I can finish the lines on the weekend, and we can be set. And then we can get into the sketches next week. And if I can get the sketches done in a week, I can get ahead again. So you have.
Ooh.
You gotta finish them things real soon, Mars.
Okay.
Flats,
I'll
real
do
soon.
this.
And then you're on a 2-week turnaround, girl.
Alrighty, let's go. Let's do it.
I'm sorry to do this to you, but whew. It's
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna freaking kill you. Come on, fly in my face one more time. Come on. I know you wanna.
okay.
Make me
I
please.
love these faces though, Mars. I don't know if you know what he's saying here, but I like them a lot.
Oh, I think I do know what he's saying.
Message me, tell me. I want to know.
Okay.
If you can tell, then I've done a good job.
Now, this is the entry after the one I'm coloring, right?
No, this is the entry.
2 entries ahead.
This is way further than that. This is 6-6.
6-6. Oh, okay. Okay.
This is the one we did a lot of edits on, and that you just finished
Yep.
moving around. Yeah, look at all these lovely panels. We got lovely panels. We got some stuff. He's looking up. He's sitting there, showing all the stuff. Lots of Senate. Lots of Senate time.
So rare.
Bodacious side eye. And then we got. I'm very happy with a lot of these Hotsun expressions here. I'm happy with this one. And then I'm very happy with I like this Senate expression too. This one. Very good.
Oh, that one's very nice.
I'm very happy with a lot of expressions here. There's a lot of like stuff going on, and I'm just very happy with how the expressions turned out.
Looks like drawing the dragons really paid off.
You know, it's just practice. It just comes with time.
Oh, Kofi people, you are going to have a blast when that comes out.
It came out. It came out already. When I sent it to you, that was the day it came out.
Snap!
Yeah.
And here I thought I was getting a preview. No, no, no. It is here.
No, I was late. Ori was bad and late.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, oh, this is for next week, right?
Yeah, no. Ori's bad. Ori's bad and behind. Ori's a bad content creator. If we're being totally honest. Ori's bad at keeping the times. Instead, Ori decided to try two gay clowns
Tumblr getting some action.
dancing.
I was very surprised when I saw the Outcast Tumblr getting some action. I'm like, we haven't had action over there in
Oh,
months.
that's so fun, though. Yeah.
It's like, yay, posting over there is worth it.
Mm-hmm. What's lovely about Tumblr posts, guys, biggest benefit to Tumblr posts, two biggest benefit to Tumblr posts. They never die. And
yes,
hashtags actually mean something and work.
A huge benefit. Great for advertising, honestly. Got so quiet. Oh my goodness.
That is very true. All right, hold on. Let's show off all of the two gay clowns that I did, just because I'm very happy with them.
That could describe a lot of people. You're not wrong.
It could.
I don't see the lie.
No. So this was the first one I did. Very fun. We love it. Good times. Good stuff. And then they got named, and I did, oops, this one. Also great. Yeah, I have not managed to draw Whimsy right side up, apparently. Oh, well, yeah, ever. Because he's even leaning all the way back here as well. So, you know.
And we love Whimsy for that.
And then, of course, we have the one I just finished today. Which, yeah, we did a very different lighting than the, like, yellow stage lights I did for these. We did very just classic lighting. But we love, we stan.
No, I'm not doing it.
Hmm?
I'm not doing it. You'll kill me.
What? What are we doing?
Very mindful, very.
Huh?
I told you.
Whimsy is never standing up. Yeah. I have to show the what inspired this though. Hold on.
Ooh, please do.
So they came out with this Harlequin cast, and the class representative is this character. And I just loved how this character looked. And I went, I don't know, they need to be gay Harlequins. And so they were.
Love the personality on this one.
It's so good.
Like, it is leaping off the page.
Mm-hmm.
No
Yeah.
wonder you got so attached.
Loved it, loved it, loved it. And yeah, had to do it.
And now they have some fan art.
Yeah, 3 whole things.
Ori took the plunge. She's officially a fan artist.
Oh, I mean, I've been a fan artist, but I want to be the kind of fan artist, like, you know, like the artist that I have all of the Clance shit from. It's just like, There's a part of me, it's like, man, I want to be known for my OCs. I love them. They're great. I want everybody to love them. You know, I love getting fan art of them. Like, oh, Pastry Puff, the fact you drew them as the Splatoon character, like Splatoon-ified squidlings, whatever they're called. Epic as fuck.
Inklings.
Inklings, thank you. Love that. Oh, made my day. And then, but then there's also a part of me where it's like, oh, but you're that artist that keeps this fandom alive that I follow because you always make fandom content about this thing. And I get to see it on my page and remember how much I love it. Inklings and Octolings. All right.
Octolings, that's the one I forget. Inklings I am familiar with. Octolings, not so much.
Well, Octolings have like the tentacles that are all uniform, right? And then Inklings have the two, you know, squid arms.
I gotta be honest, I could not tell you the difference.
What I just said is the most I know about Splatoon lore.
My brother is the one that plays Splatoon, not me.
I don't play Splatoon. And I do know, I follow one artist that has done a bunch of comics about two characters that are gay. And I enjoy that, but that's really it. Ah, interesting. All right, Pastry Puff.
Fun. Oh, on the outside of the hair. Okay. That is neat.
Very neat. Hmm. Interesting. That's the most obvious one? Alright, let me actually look. Oh, okay. I see. I'm looking at a very easy diagram.
Nice.
Okay. All right, I got it.
You sure you got it?
Yeah, I think I got it down.
Got it? Good.
There's a whole race thing. Oh. Great Turf War basically racism. Yeah, I mean...
Ah!
All reliable.
You know what all the best stories are?
That's what I'm saying. Racism. Old reliable storytelling device.
Splatoon! Tale as old as time.
What is a story that doesn't have a kind of racist lilt to it? Yeah. It's tough, ain't it? No, I get it, Pastry Puff. I'm just messing at a lot of things.
We're just teasing.
That makes sense, Pastry Puff. I was noticing that. Ooh, I like that. Very fun.
Ooh. That is so fun. I love that.
You make me want to draw them as...
It makes me so happy that you put that much thought into...
Yes! Oh, I love it. Every time, Pastry Puff.
Like,
every time you do stuff like that, I'm just like, oh, this is so nice. They
honored.
notice things. They care. The Ooze telephone. A capitalist bear. A giant fish that powers the city gets kidnapped. Oh my goodness. This is a lot of lore. Oh, I inhaled a Pez.
Oh, God.
I didn't inhale it all the way, just enough to have a problem.
Well, I assume not all the way, otherwise you'd be choking right now, and then we'd have an even bigger problem.
Whew. But, Splatoon is one of those things where it's like, when I saw the game, like, originally, like the very first, like, when it originally came out, it was very like, this just seems like a fun, you know, thing, whatever. So, just knowing there's so much lore is, like, wild.
Never underestimate Nintendo and their ability for lore.
Yeah, damn.
Same people who made a whole timeline for Hyrule depending on if Link lives, dies, or even survives.
I don't even want to think about the Zelda timeline, if I'm being honest. I saw like one video on it once, like way back in the day, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just here to be fun and play Link, and you know what? When Breath of the Wild came out and gave him like little slutty outfits, and we're like, and now he's gender, and we're just having a good time.
Link is so gender.
Link is so gender.
Here for it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, yes, please, and thank you.
Link has just so much gender.
You are fucking dead! Stop it! There is no reason for you to be in my room!
It's winter is coming.
We still got a couple months. It's hot as balls outside.
It was nice today and yesterday. It's been pretty nice this week.
It's been alright.
Oh, I guess I wake up early enough in the morning where it's actually like cold in the morning. I'm having like a good time, you know?
You're avoiding all that pesky heat. I will say, in the morning it is nice.
It's so nice in the morning.
When it starts getting hot, it's like, ugh. And I'm in my car during those hours traveling between places, so.
Pastry puff. Whew. You know, okay, that reminds me of, this is like kind of tangential, but it reminds me of, there's an episode of Adventure Time where Finn is like, he's dancing a lot, and he boasts, you know, just like in a kid way, like I'll never stop, like I have so much energy, I'll never run out of energy, I'll dance until the end or something. And then the underground gnomes are like, ooh, we'll use this power to power our upside down machine that's basically gonna turn the world like inside out so that they can live on the surface and rule and shit. And there's this whole sequence of Finn like breaking out and like being strong and like managing to break out and like get out, and it turns out that he's just having like a dream that they're specifically taking the energy from, and they literally just torture him for the entire episode. Like, this is not a joke. They literally just fucking torture him for like the entire episode. And while Jake is like trying to basically get over his ADHD to remember that Finn is like trapped and he has to go save him. It's an odd episode, but I just feel so bad for Finn the whole time. Like, it hurts. Like, my soul. Like, he's being tortured. And it's just like, oh my god, this is so terrible. Finn. And I'm just so mad at Jake. It's just so bad.
So cruel.
Jesus. Damn, Pastry Puff. The way you said goo made it seem like it was like Pokemon don't die, they just like
friend character
faint
into an asshole.
Yeah.
Those are always rough.
He like does save him in the end, and Jake is like meant to be kind of irresponsible at the beginning, and Finn gets actually like upset at him, and they actually have like, you know, chats about it basically. And then when Jake becomes a dad, he like finally understands and stuff, so it's like it gets better. It's not like, He's not like just a full jerk the whole time. He actually goes through like character growth. Damn, Pastry Puff.
Yeah, no, I remember the character growth.
That's
Shit was
nuts.
crazy back then.
Mm-hmm.
I miss long form shows.
Okay. I was having this conversation with Dylan because we used to watch Rick and Morty when it first came out. And then basically after like season 4 or something, the creator was like interviewed and he was like, yeah, it's gonna just go on forever until we're canceled. And it's like, okay, I'm kind of uninterested now. I don't like the idea of a show going on forever until it's canceled. I do like a show going on for a long time, but I want you, the creator, to have some sort of end goal to reach for, because otherwise it just gets rough real fast, I find.
That's what leads to a focused story, and then you have an actual
it doesn't have to be a long, like a short plot.
Honestly, kind of explains why the last few seasons were the way they were.
Oh yeah, no, literally stopped watching after season 4. We haven't watched since, and it's just like, literally, it was like, I'm uninterested because they said this, okay? And so it's like, you need to just have like an end goal, okay? Like an end goal, or be fully Monster of the Week. Like, you have to have two options.
All good things must come to an end.
And so it's like, I miss shows that weren't afraid of being canceled and thus could have downtime and long-form plots, but had a place to go, right? We're always gonna come back to Avatar: The Last Airbender because it's just so fucking iconic, and there's nothing that has to replace it yet.
They had a plan.
I will say Gravity Falls is up there as well, because it was like an end goal in mind.
Amphibia, like they got to tell their full story without being compromised.
What was incorrect? Only cleared for 12 episodes. I'm so confused what's incorrect.
Avatar?
Avatar was only cleared for 12 episodes? Yes, okay. If that's what you're saying, that's a different... I don't know, PCM, what are you saying? What was only cleared for 12 episodes? Oh, you're making a joke. Okay. We talk so fast that sometimes stream lag is like, I don't know what I said. Oh, yeah. I see. Yeah, shows can't be good. It's 8 now, PCM. It's not even 12. It's 8.
Yeah,
but
it's sad.
The whole thing is just that it's like... I'm not sure exactly what changed, you know? What changed from the time of Avatar: The Last Airbender to now that made it this way?
Streaming. Studios fears that the show wouldn't be successful, so now they just gut it at the first chance that it's not successful.
You know, I think streaming's kind of bad.
Agree.
Say that again? You cut out.
I agree. Because the biggest thing with streaming, they either kill shows that aren't successful on the first run, or they just turn into
they're working at a loss.
Things as quickly as possible.
Everything but Netflix, that's a streaming service, is working at a loss because it's so fucking expensive to run those servers, man. It's really fucking expensive. I think... I'm curious if Crunchyroll is profitable because, like, they have the merch store, which is probably helping a lot.
I imagine that helps. Because it's easy enough for people to navigate, and they can find merchandise they want. And they have a range of merchandise, right? Like, it's almost a one-stop shop.
Yeah. Okay, it does look like Crunchyroll...
I could see that helping...
is solidly profitable. So it looks like Crunchyroll is profitable. But, like, to my understanding, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, they're not.
And it makes you wonder.
Yeah. So it's very much just like someone was suggesting going back to like the renting vibes, and I'd be perfectly okay with that.
I'd be okay
if
with
it was
that.
like okay, I have two things and I would be perfectly okay with that, and that's you allow me to buy one episode or the full thing, the full season, right? I should not be forced to get the full season of a show only. I should be allowed to get just the first episode or buy them individually. Now, maybe you could do the classic, like, oh, it's a discount if you get the full album versus buying every song individually, but I should be allowed to buy everything individually, right? And rent it that way. And that should cut down on costs. But, like, I don't know.
Solution.
I would much rather less shows come out that are good and cared about than like a ton and then we just lose half of them or more all the time.
Yeah. No,
because there's just too much to watch. Maybe everything is good. There's no way I could support it all, you know? Huh?
The problem I'm running into with anime.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of good that nothing on a fall season caught your eye.
Yeah, now I can backlog everything. Woohoo!
Yeah. Well, we're gonna keep watching Samurai Flamenco.
Oh, hell yeah. Jeweler Richard when we get to it.
We have Jeweler Richard after that.
I am still technically watching Elusive Samurai. It's not super priority, but it's not bad either, so I'll keep going.
Watch Mashley first.
They really want to be Gojo, and he's just not Gojo. They want him to be Gojo so bad, and he's not Gojo.
Oh, I love you. You send me that some of the animated Satoru, 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 sing it, sing it, sing it. This is so funny.
Gojo is so unhinged.
Oh, lore correction.
A lore correction.
Oh, it's so much better! Ooh! God. It's wild. Sometimes it's like, wow, they really get away with like doing a fair amount of dark stuff in like kids shows if they like painted like kids stuff if they paint it a certain way. And then other times it's like, really? You had to like dumb it down this much for children? Like what? what? It's always wild.
Sometimes the balance is there, and other times it's really
well, sometimes it's like, wow, damn, that's a lot to like get away with, you know? Like wow, I'm an adult.
Hi, Amphibia, Owl House, and Gravity Falls.
Yeah, and then there's other times when it's like, guys, children aren't stupid.
Yeah. You can make this a bit more, you know, mature.
Not even mature. Just like, you don't gotta dumb it down that much.
Appreciate Bluey so much. They simplify things, but they never dumb it down.
Bluey's so good.
It's a good example of what a kid show could be. Now I know why Disney bought it and put it on Disney Plus, because they wish they had a children's show.
They wish they made this show, man. So good.
And even then, they still have to gut it.
Yes, but I'm excited for you to finally watch Mashley, Mars.
I just need something happy in my life. Happy happy, funny, not super high stakes, but just enough that I'm not starving for content.
It's definitely a show where you can guarantee that the good guys win. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not...
I'm good with that.
You're not sitting there being like, oh no, will Mash win? Like, the point is that, yes, he does. And there's, of course, there's racism involved, basically. Classism, I guess, more. I don't know. It's a genetic-related thing, so... I mean, that's like the starting...
story trope.
That's like the call to action related thing.
Ooh, very cool.
But, yeah, eugenics, basically.
Oh my god.
Oh god, it really is. And,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, no, it's literally that. And, but while that's in the background and does paint the whole thing with the brush, it is done in a way where it's like, well, we know that MASH is gonna win and be fine and prove everybody wrong, and just, you know, it had the classic, like, power friendship I sort of welled up at the end of season 2, because it's just a good little, like, oh,
Just good vibes.
moment. Oh, it's all good moment. It's not like
vibes.
sad. I'm never like sitting there scared, like, oh, how is Mash gonna, like, I know he's gonna do it, you know. There was one moment, I will say, but it was turned funny real fast, so it wasn't really like a true concern.
They got you.
They got me briefly, and then I'm sitting there like, this is weird. What is happening? And then it's like, oh, okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they really, really did. But it's just a funny, goofy show. Season 2 is fun. Season 1 is fun. Season 2 is really funny. Really, really vouch for season 2.
I'm here for that. I could use another Psyche K in my life.
It really is, yeah. And it really just, like, again, season 1, a good romp. Season 2, dying, loving it. Has just that right amount of shonen-like feels. You know, like shonen-like good lines, right? You know how it is? That's what keeps Fairy Tail going, is when they give their little speech. And it's not a whole speech, right? It's not a whole long drawn out speech. It's like, you get like a good line, and it's just like, damn, they know how to write good lines. Story? That's not the point. But those good moments is just like, oh. They got those down.
Ted.
The connective tissue, not so much. But
They'll get there eventually.
telling it at a speed, well, I mean, in Mashley, you're not supposed to be like, oh, this is good. You know, like, you don't have an expectation of, like, this should be the higher quality storytelling. Like, it's a joke show, you know? Like, it's not, you're not sitting there being like, oh, no, it could have been, like, you know. It's goofy the whole time.
We're here for that.
See, that's when Mason's not here, but if Mason could get past the theme song of the second season, the theme song of the second season, that would be a show to watch, like, in the background. I can see that being like that. Because I watched the dub, Mars, because I wanted Sayu.
I want Sayu too. I'll be watching the dub.
And also, I mean, Babu 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 was in the dub. So, you know.
To my understanding, Babu 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 is in every version. Because
I mean, it has to.
Found another clip on Insta where they're definitely not talking English or Japanese or Chinese, so it seems to be the standard for every variation of Mashley. Babu Babu Babu.
It's so good. It's so funny. It's done so well. Oh, it is time though. Jeez. How the time flies.
Yes, it is. Huh.
Alrighty.
Yes, we got to go.
We've got to go. Thank you all. Hold on. And there. Alright, lines. Done. Not
Nice.
done, but all of the
Yes,
Hotsons of
saved,
sketches that I
please,
already have. Yep,
saved.
saved. I saved.
Good.
All right, ending time.
Let's
Thank you
do
all
it.
for joining us today. Lovely
Yes.
times.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
We love having you with us, whether that be VOD watchers, live people, or some other third thing I can't think of. We appreciate you all.
Members, commenters, everybody and anybody in between. If you want your
If you want a
little
tea
tea
pet.
pet, join the Angsty Adversary tier like Perry's Perry, Nicole, or Dichotomy Games. Get episodes early with
Or you could be a doofus detective.
Lakitu, Aragorn, Canadian Lucifer, Tay, and the Jester. Or you could be the middle tier, Psychic Sidekicks, where you get videos early. Yeah.
Yes. Fun
All right.
times.
We'll see you all tomorrow for
Ace Attorney.
Ace Attorney. Yes. See you tomorrow.
Investigation.
There's
where
no
we
more
catch
bad.
the
We've
criminal
gotten
on
rid of
the
him.
first
No more
try.
anger. We're gonna move on to the next phase, and we're going.
As long as Ada doesn't show up, we'll be fine.
Yes. All right, guys.
No lie.
See you tomorrow. Good night.
See you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful Friday, everybody.